All right, so we're continuing the game from what was this, Monday? From Monday. What's up, Bum Rocky? She don't lie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, some Eric Clapton vibes for sure. It's good to see you, Bum Rocky. We're playing some more Noita. Like I said, we have a pretty alright wand. It's not particularly flashy, but it does pretty good damage usually. We just found this little guy, which has damage plus, which would be nice. I would say that's a plus 10. We have a plus 8 right here. I would actually probably switch it out for the heavy spread, because I feel like the speed that we're getting out of the heavy spread, I'm actually not convinced that's helping that much. So I might get rid of that and put the damage plus on there instead. We, of course, did find more ed mana. For the matter, I don't even know if we need a second heavy spread. We have it. We have another ed mana, though, which is nice. We found a freaking reduced recharge time. We found a lot of cool things. And this wand is pretty nice, but it has only so many slots. It grows hair, Rogaine. That's actually pretty good, Bumrock. I like that. Yeah, it's a classic for sure. Oh, that's why we have these. I was like, why do I have these in my inventory? It's because we found some bonus friends. But yeah, so we have this one we just found that I'm going to come back for. I think we dropped that one intentionally. Let me double check. There was a few things that were in here that caught my eyeballs. Oh god, this monster. Well, you know, Essence to Power is legit. Oh, and another ed mana. Jesus, that's the second ed mana. So let's do this. I'm gonna drop this temporarily. We're gonna take these back to the Holy Mount. I'm gonna drop some things and some thongs. Alex is dropping his thong live on stream. Tell a friend. I'm gonna keep teleport in case I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. But let's drop our healing wand again temporarily. This is all temporary, so I can play with some things. There's other things on here that I don't want. Fire Arc, no thank you. Fire Trail, no thank you. But yeah, Essence to Power. The problem with Essence to Power is that it's expensive, which we can do. Because we have a lot of ad manas, so we can deal with expensive. But it's again, the damage increases based on the number of creatures nearby, and that makes it hard to test in the Holy Mountain because there's no creatures nearby. Well, there's fish. I wonder if that would count, actually. But basically what I'm getting at is that this doesn't really tell us, okay, how much does it increase the damage by, how many enemies. It doesn't really itemize what it's doing. So I don't know if that is necessarily worth it. I think damage plus makes perfect sense for this wand. We could go down, instead of hexagon, we could do, we have a pentagon shape instead, which would be one fewer projectile, which would open up one slot. Damage field is too good to lose. Horizontal path is free damage. This adds a bit of mana and a bit of castellane, but it's worth it, I think. So, but we would really need 2 slots to make Essence to Power worth it, because we would absolutely need an add mana, no doubt about it. So anyway, just some general considerations. Also, I'm pretty sure we're immune to melee, so we actually don't care about these lads. We can block them all damn day. But yeah, so there's things that I very much want to kind of experimentate with. There's some teleportation, although we have digging and we've already pissed off Steve, so teleportation is nice, but not really necessary at this point. It's a convenience because it would save us from having to dig above and below, but it wouldn't be that helpful. Fire potion down there. Mod. Now, I know for anybody who knows this game, that might be in the chat. Actually, one thing to clarify is that if you know this game really well, and if you hear things that I'm pontificating, or if you're looking at my wands, exclamation point wands, by the way, to see my wands, looking at my wands, or if you've seen things that I've passed up and you're going, wait, Alex, there's a cool thing you can do here, but you're worried about backseat gaming or backseat streaming, what have you, there is no such thing as backseating when it comes to this game, for me at least. It is fully, in fact, wait, I think I need to go down, actually, not up. It is fully valid to say, Alex, there's a cool thing you can do, because I'm still a scrungy little baby in this game. I still have a lot to learn. And like Essence to Power is a good example. I don't know shit about Essence to Power, but if somebody does, then yeah, you're welcome to offer suggestions or hints, or even just say, Alex, this is the coolest fuck thing. Just do this and this and this. So I don't want people to feel shy about it, because this is the game. I mean, yeah, there are things that I don't know about for sure. There are secrets I've yet to uncover for myself. But I've watched a lot of people play this game to a pretty good degree. Like, I've watched a lot of Dunk, watched a lot of Alias, Solar, Latali, a lot of the pros play this game. And I've seen a lot of secrets, and I've seen a lot of things that might be considered spoilers. For this is a game where spoilers don't really matter to me. Because to me, the joy is... seeing it is one thing, but experiencing it is something else. You know, experiencing the secrets and the bosses and whatnot. I can watch Dunk fight the Alchemist all damn day, but I've never fought him myself. So really, I feel like I truly don't know shit. So... until I experience these things myself. So yeah, no need to feel like concerned for my for my benefit. And again, I'm immune to melee, so I'm kind of perhaps recklessly just throwing myself into combat. Oh, ping pong path is very, very nice to see. See more cool things. That thing's not cool. I don't like that. And look at me, I'm going back into the fucking fungal cave like a doofus. There's more things down here. There's stuff up here. There's fucking back. Dude, there's so much. There's so much in this atrocious, wonderful place. Oh, who found the fucking ambrosia and broke it? Rude, if you ask me. Now, I already have ambrosia, so I really can't be too mad. I can be a little mad. As a treat. Now, I can't remember if the tongue from the toad, from the frog friend, is considered a projectile or a melee attack, because it's, it's attached to his body, so you think it'd be melee, but I think it might be analogous to the tentacle spell, and I think tentacle might be considered a melee attack in some calculations, or a melee attack or a ranged attack in certain calculations, so honestly can't remember, but because I'm immune to melee, it means that there's like certain gray areas I'm not sure about, so it's like I have to be at least a little bit careful. So anyway, let's go back to the Mountain of Holiness. You can see I've been experimenting here a whole lot. This mountain is still active. In fact, the only mountain I've closed is the first one. Then we found teleport immediately afterwards, so didn't I feel like a fool. So let's do this. Let's get rid of pretty much all this stuff. We'll throw it in the frozen lake. Actually, this one as a whole... No, it's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. For sure we'll do this. So, so let's do a quick experiment. So, that's the frequency with heavy spread. Without heavy spread, I really don't see a difference. Because heavy spread reduces recharge and cast delay. And it does that, I think, pretty much anywhere you put it. Of course, the problem with heavy spread is that it makes your wand super inaccurate, but if you put it right before some kind of multicast, then it just percolates it to the multicast. We already have horizontal path anyway, so we don't care about accuracy. We want the initial shot to be accurate, but the afterwards can be whatever. Let's take a look at the damage now. Pretty sick. Pretty darn good. We have a second heavy spread. I don't even know if we need one of them, much less two of them. We'll throw that out. Oh, right. I wanted to see what two-way fireball thrower, because I've never actually cast this damn spell. All right, fine. I'll cast two-way fireball thrower once and only once. Can I cast it like from far? Yeah, let's cast it from far away. Here you go. Two-way fireball thrower. There it is. So I've never cast that spell before. Because it's a scary spell. I've seen it a bajillion times. I've never actually cast my own damn self. Technically, that's a fun one. That's an expensive one, but that's a fun one. So now I can rest easy knowing that I synced it. Synced it. So now I get rid of these. This guy. Get rid of that guy. So we're left with these two. These two are both pretty cool. So right now, it's pretty good. It does cost a bit of mana, but we're able to sustain it without too much trouble. I put Essence to Power on here. Gonna get a little scrungy. Let's put it instead of that guy. So it's actually not horrible, but it starts to drop off pretty quickly. So again, we would really need to put an add mana, which we could by maybe sacrificing one of these bad boys. So if I took this off, so then it's a little more doable. A little bit sad to lose some damage, but potentially this could be incredible. Also, Gossel, good to see you, bud. Oh, even with the add mana, so we would need 2 add manas then. Wow, I thought for sure one of them would do it. Of course, I'm not doing any spell wrapping. Well, hold on. Okay, well, I don't think this is gonna work the way I want it to. Yeah, no, I think we could make this work, but we would need a wand with more spots on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go back to where it was. We got just flat damage. Gonna keep essence to power, and yeah, we might fuck around. We might fuck around and find out. We might fuck around more with that. Otherwise, go ahead and drop Chain Bolt. Chain Bolt's a really good spell. But alright, actually, hold on. I'm not gonna... If I throw it in there, it's like the equivalent of just dumping it, you know? I want them... I might come back to Chain Bolt, because there are some, admittedly, some cool builds you can do with it. So I will try to separate those Chain Bolts out. Just, it'll take a second to find them. There's 3 of them. We could come back to them. It's unlikely, but we could. It could happen. When it comes time for the alchemist, we would want to put this light on something. Keep the... I don't need 2 recoil dampeners. I mean, I don't need 1 of them, even, but recoil dampener is very rare to find. Essence to power and a saw blade. Really, I should just put all the damage thingamajiggies on Giga Saw Blade and cast it indiscriminately. That's always a good time. And you know, casting Saw Blades is one of the slots on that sometimes pops up on the bingo card. So if you're ever in my stream watching me play Noita, or listening, or what have you, if we're chilling and playing Noita, we're just vibing, and you ever think to yourself, and or wish to yourself, man, I wish I could have a more involved experience with the stream in a way that's not just watching, but also, you know, having other participation shenanigans. The bingo card is a fun way to do that because it's different every time you click the link. Every time you click the link, it's always different. And every bingo card is personalized. Well, not really personalized, but unique. And one of the bingo slots is Alex casts Giga Saw Blade towards a bad guy. The wording is specific. I don't necessarily have to hit. It doesn't even, and it doesn't have to not kill me. But the fact that you're casting a saw blade at something. And at the end of the stream, we'll look at the bingo card, and if there's any bingos, we'll do a bonus nut or something. I don't know, a bonus dab. I don't know, something. We'll do something. But I don't really have anything fun, particularly planned. All right, so we got this, and that's nice. That's really nice. Right, the add mana, that was the other thing. Otherwise, this wand, it's really not bad, but this guy, the yeah, I'll drop this. I'll drop them both, I think. This one's just worse across the board compared to this guy, so we'll drop this one. This guy, though, octagonal bolt bundle. It's fun. It's explosive and disastrous. It's only really safe to use if you are immune to explosions, which you'll note I am not, so therefore I won't. But it is fun. It is fun, if not a little bit dangerous. And what is life than to anything other than celebrating the fun and slightly dangerous? So let's go back to the fungal caves and let's reacquire the wands we dropped. And then maybe see... Okay, maybe not that way. Well, hold on. Yeah, don't go that way. Don't go that way. So, reacquire the wands we dropped. Maybe find some other fun ones. Oh, that's a good point, too. Yes, some of that... Yeah, I might even just get rid of that one. Because I don't always... I haven't been actually been... For a while, been doing... the Twitch integration ones. So yeah, that's a fair point too, Bum Rocky. Some of them might not always be like a, you know, super viable. And the other thing I always want to clarify is that this is not something that I came up with myself. I pretty shamelessly stole the idea of a bingo card for a game that I'm playing from Dunker Slam is the one who does this with all of his Noita streams. He doesn't really like talk about the bingo cards a whole lot. He doesn't necessarily have to. There's a number of people in the chat that kind of talk about it on his behest, and we'll post about it from time to time. So like it's kind of a thing that he doesn't necessarily have to feed himself. The difference that I do is that I tried my darndest to come up with my own bingo slots within the Noita card specifically. I'm sure there's probably some overlap with, you know, the ones I have and the ones other streamers have. But I'm sure there's probably quite a bit of overlap between the two implementations. I want to get this, but I need to be able to dig, and I cannot do that with our current one. I gotta go grab the one we dropped. But the other difference is that I've made 3 separate bingo cards, one for each of the 3 main games I've been playing. Although, like I said, that's probably gonna change eventually as I get into other games and such. But for the time being, yeah, I have one for Binding of Isaac, Roller Coaster Tycoon, as well as Noita. So there's more wands down here. One right here. Yeah, a lot of things we would pretty much need to dig to be able to retrieve. So I'll go ahead and grab both that we dropped. Some wands we strategically chose not to acquire. It says it's blood and fungus. Looks very brown. Huh. Weird fungus, blood, yeah. It's like maybe it was like maybe whiskey or something, or well, not oil. Oil's more like a gray, like a lighter brown kind of gray color. This is our healing wand, which is good because, you know, we've already taken some hits, obviously. And the nice thing about this healing wand is that it has piercing on it, and piercing normally is kind of scary when you have a wand that does damage, because piercing means it goes through targets and bad guys, but can harm the caster. But putting it on a healing wand, or putting piercing on with a healing bolt, means that the healing, because piercing lowers the damage, so it goes further into the negative, which means it heals more sharply. And I think the piercing means it can hit you multiple times if you line it up right. So it actually is very good for healing purposes. Fungal soil plus weird fungus pouch. Okay, whatever. It's a blind mage. No, thank you. Don't like those guys. They make us sad and hard to see shit when they hit us with our shit. With their shit, rather. Good damage on this one, by the way, so it makes me happy to see. Most of these bad guys are melee only, so you know, they aren't really a threat. I'm just murdering them for their tasty monies. Mr. JD, I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it a lot. It's got pretty good stats. It's got, you know, for given where we found it, it's got a pretty good slot count. Capacity, that is. But there's more we could do. There's more we could do up here. We have 2 head manas and essence to power. We got reduced recharge. There's more that could happen, but we need more capacity first. So I'm looking for other wand shenanigans. What's up, Luna Waffles? Like I said earlier, for anybody who is, if you're ever popping in and you were like, oh wait, Alex, go back, I want to see that wand. The only mod I'm using is the side-loaded version of streamer wands. So we actually have this available at all times. I don't have it enabled in the mod settings. So there it is. Yeah, so I don't have it enabled here. This is an unmodded run in the eyes of the video game. But the one thing I'm side-loading is the streamer wands mod. And the reason, generally speaking, the like Noita community at large views that as being a valid thing to do is because everyone recognizes, okay, this doesn't change the gameplay at all. It doesn't modify anything functionally. It's just a nice thing for streamers to have. So it's like, that's why everyone kind of agreed, okay, side-loading it and having it be unmodded, that's fine. So that's like pretty much the one exception to the rule. Good to see you, by the way, JD and Luna Waffles. Hope you're doing well. This is RNG Lurks. This is the video game where nothing bad ever happens and only good times. Also, there's a broken wand in here, I think. I think I just saw it. but we don't have room for it, and I really don't want to part with any of these things. So I'm gonna come back for the other one after I deposit this one in the PC base. So there was a few ones we seen. Here's one. There was a Thunderstone somewhere to evolve my Eevee into a Jolteon. Which I don't necessarily want to pick up, but I want to watch out for, because those are a little bit nerve-wracking. Now this man just like buried himself. Oh, it's a swapper guy. Okay, I was like, that's weird. I wasn't. I thought he was a teleport one. He was or a teleport mage. He was a swapper mage. Alright, so there's the Thunderstone. Some motherfucking cheesecake, JD. Oh my goodness, that sounds incredible. And JD, you are not lactose intolerant. Is that correct? I remember. I think we're toffee. Is that because I remember the three of us talking about our various food limitations, and I think Ratafi and I have commiserated, but I can't remember if you are. You are very. All right, JD. So all three of us are, by the way. You have my mad respect, because I don't have. I'm not like horribly lactose intolerant. Like I can have like a slice to a pizza and I'm fine. Like I can go a little ham. I just can't go that ham, and cheesecake for me is too much. So it's like, you know, JD, I respect the cheesecake grind, so to speak, or the willingness to suffer for the sake of good cheesecake, because I don't have that kind of patience. Thanks to Japan. Is it because there's not as much dairy stuff in Japan? 4-second recharge time. Woof. Rough. Keep looking. I thought it was Ambrosia, it's Flumoxium. Lactose tolerance, can eat a whole pint. That's impressive, Bumrocky. Yeah. Yeah, ice cream and cheesecake, like, pretty much across the board are big no-nos. Granted, there is lactose-free. Whoops. There is lactose-free ice cream. So, it's not like I'm without any options, but... The other thing, too, it's like, you know, I try to eat reasonably healthy. You know, I'm down for an indulgence from time to time, but I try to like keep on top of it. So if nothing else, I use it as an excuse to not really indulge that much. Even with like lactose-free ice cream. The only time I ever eat ice cream in any capacity is if I'm like sick with like, I got like a sore throat or something and I need something to chill out the throat. Certain meats though, not so much. Interesting. Is it like heartburn, Bumrocky? Because I never have heartburn, thankfully. So that's like the thing. It's like I can eat spicy food. I can eat, you know, things that are that cause stomach acid to do its thing and have zero problems. So I'm grateful I have that at least. Just gives you a tummy, which even with lactose-free milk, JD. Now the one thing I've learned, and you probably know this too, JD, is that some lactose-free milk, or even like milk that has like, well, milk that has like some kind of plant-based or nut-based alternative, like almond milk, cashew milk, what have you. Some of those milk options also give me stomach problems. And I read that not too long ago that people that are susceptible to lactose intolerance sometimes are just unluckily also susceptible to like stomach problems with almond milk. I mean, actually it kind of makes sense too, because like some nuts are kind of hard on the stomach to digest. So if your stomach has a hard time digesting this thing over here, it might also have a hard time digesting this thing over here that produces a similar style of, you know, of beverage, what have you. So yeah, I have a hard time with some similar things, JD. But although coconut milk I'm pretty okay with. Coconut milk I can do okay. There's a number of plant-based milks I've never had. I've never had rice milk or like oat milk. So there's others I've yet to try. The cheese in Japan is just not good. And the dairy is just different. Oh, okay. So you were just dairy-free for like however long you were there, probably about a year, right? With interesting, Bumrocky. I'll admit, I guess I've never heard of that before, of nitrate specifically. Nitrate-riddled meat being painful. Sorry for no, it's okay. It's not horribly morbid, but it is like that's, you know, relatable in the sense of like, oh, that's it. It means it's pretty not. It's not fun. It's not a good time. Let's dig through this way. Kind of hard trying to navigate around all this stuff. Cause yeah, there was a little area down here. Check this one real quick. Lots of other things to poke around with. Oat milk, yeah, I've heard oat milk is nice. I think I've had things where oat milk was like used for like part of the baking process. But I've never just like took a drink of it before. Yeah, meats with nitrate specifically. And a lot of them are. Ooh, yeah, that's a shame. Ham, smoked meats. That's probably one of those things, Bum Rocky, I was just like never aware of. Until, you know, and it's probably something most people aren't aware of until it's a problem, like you were saying. So maybe I've just been lucky. Yeah, that sounds unpleasant. Yeah, I'm with you though, JD. I want to try oat milk. I want to try... Maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was something called rice milk. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed. But there's at least a few other plant-based alternatives that have come out in more recent years that I've yet to try. The only downside is that, you know, to try it, I have to like buy like a... I mean, I guess for almond milk, they sell them in like smaller containers, but a lot of the times they come in, you know, you have to buy like a pretty good dose. This makes me nervous for reasons that are probably fairly obvious. Let's do this. Let's approach from above. I think I can just erase it. If I do this right. Let's approach from above. Except I can't reach from there. What I want to be able to do here, here's what I'll do. Let's land. Okay. And just erase it from existence. Just wash my hands of it. It's out of there. Rice, okay, yeah, rice milk. There's probably other ones. I mean, there's so many meat alternatives now. There's the Impossible Burgers. There's the there's like just better veggie burger options now. It's not like we don't have to suffer as much nowadays. You know, there's more pleasant alternatives for things that are not, you know, quite as much of a struggle. This one is awful, but another speed up is nice. And Ping Pong Path can be very, very powerful. Can be, not always. It probably wouldn't make much sense for this one here, but a really sick combo is Ping Pong Path with Luminous Drill. So that could make our digging wand even more digglier. We can dig it even more. In fact, fuck, I should have put one of those add mana on here. Why the fuck not, right? So let's take temporarily, drop our healing wand, head back over, and I think this will pretty much be my last act. The last waltz, if you will, the last act in the fungal caves before we start to, fuck man, I guess go to the alchemist. Really, that's the next best thing. Stomach aches for, oh yeah, if you eat like a bunch of red meat, which, exactly, GD, I think that's just kind of how it goes. I'm like you, I don't eat a lot of red meat either. I'll eat a hamburger like maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. The only red meat that I go for on a somewhat regular basis is pork. I love a good pulled pork sandwich. We got a lot of pork barbecue places here in St. Louis. Here in Missouri, that's one of our things. So yeah, I will admit I'm a sucker for a good pulled pork sandwich, but usually it's about 6 ounces actually for a good pulled pork sandwich. That's pretty reasonable. And that fills me up. That's a lot. I mean, I'm a small guy and I fill up pretty easily, but for me at least, that's a little dab does me. So yeah, so what can we do here? I'm gonna say we don't need all these. Just need the one. Ooh, look at that. We have a lightsaber now. And that, of course, means we just have free digging forever. So that's pretty fucking cool. However, check this shit out. So this is where... I mean, I guess it's not that impressive looking because it's brickwork, and brickwork's pretty hard to dig through. But this shit is like... Honestly, I don't really have a good way of testing this out. Because the problem is that it'll eat the statue. But damage-wise, this might even be better than our current guy. In fact, let's push it to the limit. Ooh, horizontal. Okay, well, we can't do exactly this because horizontal path. Check this out. Oh God. Okay, well. Oh, and it does kill the. Okay, that's not terribly surprising. Probably because of this guy. So the knockback is kind of nutty, but it's a little bit hard to see. But you'll note, you know, like I'm aiming up here. Oops. Like I'm aiming top left, but it's going like, it's going just straight line. So horizontal path kind of fucks us up. So horizontal path will work, but that's okay because we're running out of mana anyway, so. The knockback is a little silly. Ah, man, I would love to test this out to see what kind of damage this does. Ah, fuck it, I'll still test it out. The knockback's a little rough. Of course, we have recoil dampener. Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, should I just put this all over here instead? It is very fast. This reduces a lot of that. We had chainsaw, we could really get weird. I think this is the guy that's adding some recoil. I think. A lot of fish. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, JD. I can eat fish all day, every day, and I'm perfectly fine. The only fish style thing I shy away from a little bit is sushi, just because I had a really bad experience. 11 years ago. It's been that long. Holy shit. Had a bad experience many moons ago. And I've had it since. It's fine. It doesn't kill me, but I tend to shy away from that. But yeah, I eat a lot of fish as well. Grace and I cook a lot of fish, and generally speaking, yeah, I never have problems, honestly. It's pretty good. It's very good and very easy on the tummy, and tastes fucking great always. It's incredible. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to experimentate, but I feel like I should start here. So yeah, really the only thing is the recoil dampener. If I had one extra slot, I would recoil that shit. And to be clear, we took horizontal path. Well, horizontal path doesn't add mana. Never mind. So yeah, taking that off. Yeah, it eats mana like it's no one's business. But out of curiosity, though, it would work. It would succeed in dampening our recoil. Imagine. So let's try this out in the wild and see what kind of damage we can get into. Ooh, it's hard to dig with it. You have to kind of get yourself stuck like this. That's a little bit weird. Your Arkansas, some flank salmon. Oh, flank of salmon rather. Some trout. Better than steak, personally. I mean, I feel a little bit careful to whomst I say this in front of, but I'm 100% in agreement. Arkansas. I think I'm just weird. I don't love steak. And I think I'm the weird one. I don't think everyone that likes steak is weird. I think it's a me problem. I think it's an Alex problem. Because I've had people be like, oh no, you just haven't had the right kind of steak. I don't dislike steak. It's nice, but I don't really like it. And the thing about steak is that it's expensive. It's temperamental to prepare correctly. You don't just like casually go for a steak. Well, you shouldn't just casually go for a steak. It's a fine dining experience. And I don't know if it's that I don't have a very refined palate, or if I'm just a fucking country bumpkin who doesn't know shit about doesn't know dick about shit. But yeah, all the times I've had steak, I'm always like, this is nice. But it's not like, I'm not like people around me are like, holy fuck, this is incredible. Like, I live for meals like this. And I'm over here like, it's all right. Like, I'm liking it, but was it worth $60, $80? No, it wasn't. I don't think it was worth $20 for the experience I'm getting out of it. So it's like, I think I'm just missing a dude gene, like a fucking, I'm a man, I'm gonna eat steak and be a fucking man. Like, I'm missing something in my soul. And I'm the weird one. No, I'm the problem here. Oh, dude, look, it just cuts like butter. Isn't that just sexy? If steak gave me the feeling that watching that gives me, whew, whew, buddy, mercy me, mercy me. Venison, yeah, I've had venison only a few times, but it was always like, yeah, this is all right. Don't think it's, but yeah, the problem to Arkansas, and you probably have had this too, Arkansas, is that you might have some friends or some family members where fine dining or like a very, very nice steak is really something special to them, which is perfectly fine. If anybody's listening and you're typing a paragraph saying, Alex, you fucker, it's like, no, I'm not saying it's incorrect, but for me, it's just not my thing. But everybody needs some kind of indulgence. Everyone needs some nice thing to look forward to sometimes, and if someone's nice thing is a good ass steak, awesome, go with God. That's perfect. But it makes me sad that I don't have that. The cheap steaks, expensive ones, depends on the flavors, right? Got some good that's a good point too, JD. Yeah, I mean, here in St. Louis we do pork steaks, which, if that sounds weird, it kind of is, but I mean, pork steaks are all right. It's nice. But yeah, it's a shame, because I feel like that's a thing that would be nice to to truly indulge in. But it means if I go to like a really nice fancy steak place, it means I'm able to get something, get one of the other entrees on the menu and save myself like $60 by getting something that's not nearly as expensive. As there's a number of, to my knowledge, pretty nice steak places here in St. Louis. And I remember for one of my friends' birthday years ago, and this was like the pivotal moment when I learned I'm just not a steak guy. There's a couple of really nice steak places here in St. Louis. We went to one of them years ago, and everyone around me is just like, is just glowing with how much they're enjoying their steak. And again, I'm enjoying it, but I'm just like, I don't love this the way they love it. I'm weird, dude. I'm freaking weird. It's a puzzle. Yeah. That's actually what started this conversation. This JD was like, yo, had some bomb ass cheesecake, and we were all like, oh, cheesecake. Oh, getting all feelsy. Some good Italian restaurants do some nice steaks. That makes sense. That's the thing too. If I'm at a nice Italian restaurant, JD, I'm gonna go for pasta or like a nice pizza or something, or I will go for a more stereotypical Italian dish. But to your point though, it would not surprise me if Italian places also make a bomb ass steak, because a lot of really nice Italian places, everything in the menu is good. Grace and I went to a really, really good Thai place last night. It's a Thai place that's near me, and it's fucking incredible. It's always good. And after the meal, in my mind, I'm always like, everything this place does as well. They could go out back and get like a slop of mud from like their backyard, plop it on the grill, and prepare it. They would find a way to make it delicious. Like, they could do anything. The head chef could take a shit in a bucket and then do something with it, and I'd be eating it, and I'd be like, that's some good ass shit, goddamn. Like, everything is amazing everywhere they do. So some restaurants, after they've hit level 99, they don't miss. Everything's incredible. Like, you really can't go wrong. They never fuck up, man. Just how it do. The wallet solves, yeah. I've heard of, Wagyu or Wagyu. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. I've heard it's amazing. I've heard it's expensive, but yeah, I've heard it's life-changing. But yeah, I'm already like, oh, I don't know if I would enjoy it. I don't know if I would. It's good, yeah. The cheaper stuff is also good. But you gotta go. I was gonna say, you probably gotta go to the motherland for that shit, though. Gotta go to where it all came from to truly get the experience. All right, so I want to find some bad guys to test out this wand on. I guess we can go up. Let's see now. We've done the ice caves, right? Yeah, we were doing the ice caves earlier. But we've killed most things. We've probably killed a lot of things in the upper areas too. I'm gonna poke around a bit. See if we can find some things to kill. I want to see what kind of damage. Whoops, not that. Not that. This. What kind of damage this does. Because I suspect it might rival this guy. Not from like a per mouse click perspective, but because it's firing so fast. I can just... Well, you can't quite fly with it. You can go upwards. But you can't just go, you know, full vertical. Or horizontal, rather. Oh, I'm sorry, JD. Yeah, owner retired? Sure. Sure, that's how it goes. That's a shame, though, man. Always hurts when that happens. Such good Italian... Oh, hurts my soul, man. Yeah, the price... Exactly. Wagyu burger. I guess it makes sense there could be burgers out of that. Sure. The prices, though. Sure, yeah. Cash only? Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Oh my god, that sounds like such a good experience, JD. That sounds like a good, like, birthday or family get-together. That sounds like a good special occasion kind of thing. That sounds very, very special. I'm just glad that, like, they retired as opposed to, like, being forced to close. Pandemic was awful. Pandemic was awful and, you know, took out a lot of good businesses. You know, we lost a lot of cool places to the pandemic and the economic turmoil that came from it. Just awful, awful stuff. So it's like, you know, it still sucks. It hurts. You know, it still hurts to hear, but the silver lining is that, like, I'm glad that they, like, you know, they saw through on their terms. It's a shame they couldn't, like, pass it off to another family member or something like that, but that's how these things go sometimes. What's up, Mr. One-Legged Duck? I do enjoy a good poop knife story. Those are always good. Buffalo. I've had a buffalo chuck burger. Yeah, that was one of my first. That was actually one of my first, like, really memorable red meat dishes that I really liked. Because as a kid, I was a pretty picky eater as a kid, and I didn't really do a lot of meats things. But yeah, I remember having a buffalo burger and as a teenager and being like, oh, so this is what you can do. It was one of those things where I think I had just, like, never really, you know, seen and experienced all that was out there, and after experiencing a bit more, I saw the light. Now, that is the little gravitational thing. It's nice. That damage is pretty sick. Alright, so... Damn, son. This is tempting because here, I've been making this cool, you know, fireworks wand for a while. The thing about this one is that the range is pretty much just better. It's pretty much just better. So what I think I will do is I'll pop those back up. I would do this one and this one. I wouldn't do this one. What was the third thing? There was a third thing I had here. It wasn't add mana, was it? Well, maybe it was add mana. Oh, it was horizontal path. Because the damage on this is on this one is pretty sick. But I'm starting to think that maybe the range would be more nice. And it occurs to me also the damage, we're not really getting anything out of the damage field. Because it is over so quickly. Hey, what's up, Sped Silver? Yeah, I thank you for joining, by the way, and you might see the conundrum that I'm at, because what I was previously rocking was this guy with damage field, damage plus, and horizontal path. So if you can imagine, this configuration was doing really well for us. Then we found ping pong path, and I was like, oh buddy, this changes everything. This ping pong path is incredible with luminous drill. And now I'm like, fuck, man, I almost like this more, but the range is very good. The recoil is a little rough, but I mean, if I just made this my main wand, we could put a recoil dampener on there, and we're fine. And we'd have room for expansion. So if we wanted to make it faster, we could. No, we couldn't do Essence to Power. That'd be too expensive. We could do like freeze charge, make it even more damagey. We could do other things, but you know, with again, this is, you know, it's not the same without the damage plus and the damage field and the horizontal path, but this is a little bit more versatile, I think. So I feel like I should keep this with this guy, or not ping pong path, these guys, these three here. I feel like I should stick with that, but man, this is sick. You liking this one, Samantha? I mean, it's pretty damn good. Here, let's experiment a little bit more. The problem is I've apparently cleared out most of the frozen, the snowy depths. There's not a lot of bad guys to try it out on. The one downside with luminous drill is that it's hard to like test on bad guys or on the statues, in the Holy Mountain, because it doesn't really damage the statues, it just deletes them. They're just gone. So it's hard to do anything with this in any way other than, you know, just removing entire zip codes of land, just deleting it summarily. So I'm looking for like living bad guys to kill. There's not a lot of those around here. Or I could go down even further into the Hisi base, but I don't want to stray too far from where all of our fun toys are. Although I guess in all fairness, I pretty much have everything that I immediately care about, so we don't have to go into that Holy Mountain specifically. And also, if we want to go for the Alchemist, we have to go back to the surface. This would be a nice way to do that. So I'll look around a little bit more, but yeah, I think what we'll probably end up doing is maybe I should just, I tried Luminous Drill for a bit. See how it goes. For anybody curious, I've been toying around with possibly going to fight some bosses I've never fought before, such as the Alchemist. Never fought him before, never even seen him in game with my own eyeballs. I've watched other people fight him, but I've never seen him myself, so I've yet to experience him in all of his terrifying wonder. That's exactly at Arkansas, yeah. Well, and I was thinking that too, like, the Hisi base is just wrought with nightmares no matter what you do. Because with this guy, I have projectiles that are bouncing around, which could hit a straight propane tank. Same with this guy. If I'm digging around like this, and I'm just fucking spraying and praying, spraying without praying even, then yeah, there's the chance that it might hit a straight fucking propane tank and hit myself in the nuts, and I'll pee my pants, and then I'll start crying. So, caution will need to be exercised no matter which strat we go for. Because the Hisi base is where good runs go to die. It's one of many places where good runs go to die, admittedly, but Hisi base is especially spicy. Yeah, Sped, you've convinced me, my friend. I appreciate your insight. And I always clarify, I'm always down for advice in this game, because I am a small... SMOL, I'm a small little baby in this game. I'm a little fucking degenerate. And I'm so inexperienced in the world of this game. I've still so much to learn. So yeah, so let's do this. So I'm gonna keep as much of this on me as I can, and I'm just gonna transfer a bunch of this up. So let's do this. Pop some of these down temporarily. So we got the double mana. Get this guy. We can do recoil dampener. We can do freeze charge if we wanted. I know freeze charge does add some complications. We could do light. I would love, dear viewer, to do essence to power. Let's see how this looks. Oops. Oh wait, no, that is the right one. Okay, so it's slowed down immensely from... Oh, it's because the wand is so slow, I guess. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, well, we have this. Reduce recharge. Now, that wouldn't solve all the problems. It would solve a lot of them. But not all of them. So, what else we got going on here? Cast delay. Well, never mind. Oh, I need another one of these. Yeah. Yeah, that is often how it goes, Puzzle Well. It's pretty mean, yeah. Oh, and the lamps. Yeah, I haven't gotten got too badly by the lamps, but I've seen them spark, and every time it's like, scary. Definitely down for any suggestions. I guess here's one thing we could maybe do. Because we do have some double spells. Let's get rid of one thing. Let's get rid of this guy. Well, let's try without it at first. So we can do this. And then let's think about this. How do we need to order this? Because we would need something. We would need like a second luminous drill, wouldn't we? Hey, what's up? Like to nap? Yeah, I'm thinking the exact same shit. I think we need a second luminous drill. We have the one with a timer. We also have just a plain luminous drill over here. So we would put this at the front, I think. In fact, I might need to reconsider where I'm placing these ad manas, because there's a way where you can kind of get it for free. We might not even need both of them if we do it right. Let's see. So, ooh, okay, so the mana. Just a little bit surprised the mana is being a problem, but that's okay. So let's get rid of this guy. Oh, that's 12, yeah. We pretty much need that one. Yeah. A little bit surprised the mana is that scary, but we are doing double the Luminous Drill this time. And to be clear, yeah, we do need both. Yeah, so that's not the question. And yeah, it's just 30 per cast. I don't think this would be the answer. I think these two are probably the right way to do it, but it's so fast. This guy. I don't even need that anymore. Better. It is better. But it's not like, if you listen, it is rapidly firing, but it's not a smooth, like, it's not a lightsaber. You know, back down here, we had a lightsaber. Actually, okay, I say that. Maybe it isn't a lightsaber. Never mind. I here I was thinking that it was. Here, let's get rid of that guy. Huh. Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken then. Maybe I'm mistaken. So it's better. It's an improvement. It's 5 mana. That's 5 mana. Right? Yeah, we would need. Well, I would like to have them. It would be. It's a nice to have. I like having them. We don't need freeze charge, and I don't think we need reduce recharge either. Yeah, ping pong path and luminous drill does glorious things. That's pretty good. Here, so we can test it very briefly on the statue. Pretty good numbers. But if we compare that to this guy down here, do we need both ad manas? Let's check. I think the answer is yes. I think we need both. Yes, yes we do. We absolutely do. Yeah, that recoil can be a bit of a problem. And we'll find better wands eventually. Like this will eventually become an easier problem to solve. It has worse mana chart speed, yeah. I think it's just because we added so much crap to it. So we've deleted that guy. So the question then is truly sustainable? Like infinitely sustainable? Or a little bit more damage and things like light and less and no recoil. What's better? Yeah, really, I think that's the trade-off here. No recoil or cast it fully sustainable. Because we can't have both. And my gut kind of leans towards the latter. My gut kind of leans more towards sustaining. More drawn-out fights. Certainly if we want to go for the Alchemist. Oh, well, the thing about the Alchemist, though, is that he shields up. A lot of bosses do this. They'll shield up after a certain point. So, it'd be more for, like, mob fights. That kind of thing. Of course, we have teleports. We can get away quickly. Yeah, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. So I like the idea of something more sustainable. This guy on there. What else we have? We had lights. Freeze charge would be a little rough, a little bit hard to handle. Hey, what's up, Zerupo? Yeah, I was running the same thing, Zerupo. I was running like how to wrap them. Would it be something like this? Where you like have it as the first thing the trigger hits? I guess I don't know where to put the second one. I guess I could put them both there. Okay, so I done did something wrong. Oh, there we go, there we go. Is that what... Okay, maybe that's it. Having it in the middle. Wrap the manas, yeah. I wasn't sure how to do it. As I've never, like, I've never, like, figured it out on my own, at least. But is this what you guys were thinking? Last thing is, yeah, Lumi. Oh, do I have this wrong? Lumi double instead of double Lumi? Lumi double. So you're thinking I should do this and then just have these both here? Let's try that. Lumi double Lumi, and these two, unless you had them like this. Yeah, then we're losing it. So what? I think it might be how we had it. So what was it? It was this, I think. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's what's causing the sputtering that we're seeing. But this, so far as I can tell, is giving us the best of both worlds. So I think this is the answer. And if you look up here, we're not, it's not even flickering. So we might have more room to mix it up. I wonder what speed up does. Would they make it go farther? Let's see. I can't actually tell because I'm hitting the wall. I can't really tell. It looks pretty. Ping pong at the start. Oh, let's try that. At like the very start of like right here. The very start. To be honest, I thought it was getting put to both Lumis, but you think there might have been... Like, I see a little part of the very end. So, like, right where my cursor is. There's that little tip there. Yeah, I can't see if it isn't being applied. But I think it is at least being applied. Yeah, right before the first one. I'm not seeing a difference. I'm not saying that oh, unless you're saying... Oh, yeah, right here. I don't see a difference, but I think it's being... I think we're doing it. I think it's certainly good now, I think. That could be a monster. That could really do something special. So I'm not sure if the fast... Yeah, I don't really see any difference with the fast. Certainly not with the distance traveled. I appreciate all this help, guys. I really appreciate the advice. We don't need reduced recharge. If I put freeze charge on, it's a little bit. It's more damage. It's more mana cost. Freeze charge does have its frustrations. Makes it hard to dig through water for one thing, or any kind of liquid, really. It does have its frustrations, but I like the damage. So personally, I think it's worth. So after the first Lumi, first one is yeah. So maybe it was like so fast I wasn't noticing it, but now it's both. It's getting applied to both. So if ping pong comes after. So if putting ping pong here. We would lose some of that. In fact, I wonder if we can see this over here. The problem is it's so fast. There we go, yeah. So you can see right there, sometimes we're getting just the basic, whereas now... Actually, yeah, sometimes we're still only getting... Well, I think no matter what we do, we're gonna... Yeah, some of the mods aren't getting applied to everything. I think that's just the nature of the beast. Given the double spell here. Means... You know, these aren't going to be hit all the time. But we are always getting the add mana. Curiosity. Oh, there's the delay. Okay, so we would need... I'm trying to like selfishly look for ways that I can double up. The problem though is we would get double these delays. I guess there's only this one, and I guess that's the only one. This one here. And the add manas though. So then we would need reduced recharge. But it's not enough. It's not enough to make up for it. So I think right there is probably optimal. The base cast, it's not very good. It's not horrible, but it's not very good. And as always, if for anybody curious, I am using the exclamation point wands, the streamer wands mod. That's the only mod I'm using. So, if you wanted to see like the real time deets, that's an easy way to do it. But yeah, the cast delay recharge time, it's all right, but we'll find better for sure. So I think we got something that checks for my money all the boxes. And thank you again, friends, for the very helpful advice, helping my scrubby ass get learnt. Now, real quick, let's do some other consolidation here. So, because like I said, there's some other. We might like come back to this style of a wand. Well, not this specifically, but like with the, you know, fire a hexagon or a pentagram pattern that spews projectiles ever. We might go back to that at some point. I'm gonna leave heavy spread. I'm gonna leave. I guess I'll just leave this whole cluster of things, and I'll just know we can come back to it. Can always come back. Like having some space in my inventory if I can help it though. There we go. Wrap the recharge. Yeah, so if we were to do, yeah, oh wait, no, it was this. We would put the recharge here, right? Oh wait, there we go. Okay, so now that's a good point, Zarupo. Yeah. So yeah, now we're getting. The thing is, I get selfish. I go, all right, let's push it to the limit. Let's keep it going, baby. We can do that. All right. All right, so here we would need another reduced recharge. So I can't get that selfish. It's like, all right, let's reel it in, Alex. Let's reel it in. But to Zarupo's point, we're getting that will help. That will help and make our wand that much more damagey. So I guess that's now the question: is the 5+ damage that freeze charge adds, or damage field, which is better? I think the answer is damage field. I think getting double damage field would be pretty disgusting. I think that's pretty sick. 3.5 damage is less than 5, but it's constant. Whereas this is just I mean, well, granted, this is per projectile, and it's pretty much constant, those guys. Damage up, it does. Yeah, which is fine. You know, it's perfectly fine. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. We would need a second reduced recharge. We could probably find one of those eventually. But yeah, we got some things to consider. And I always got essence to power in case I find like 4 add manas. We could play with essence to power, but that's so expensive. It's hard to put on luminous drill. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into now. Thank you again, friends, for the assistance and for the advice. Wand crafting and learning all the cool crap you can do in this game is one of the joys and great mysteries of this game. I can see now, which is nice, like really easily. And where we're going, we're gonna need to be able to see, because if we want to get into the alchemist's lair, the official way we're supposed to do it. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go back down real quick. I want to drop off the wand I was playing with previously, because the wand we were playing with earlier, it's pretty all right. It's a pretty good wand. It's not amazing, and it's got a lack of available slots, but it's pretty darn good. So I'm gonna drop that off just so we have it. Whoops. Just so we have it in a easily identifiable place in case I see some other kind of build that just I can't live without. Otherwise, got our heal wand. And get back to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. When we come through again, Actually, what I think I will do here, I'm gonna drop this and then run the fuck away. Oh no! Without thinking, I hate when I do that. Without thinking, I was like, I'm gonna drop this here and then jump to dodge. And then I fucking closed down the mountain. That's okay. We have other mountains. It's fine. Just a dumb mistake to make. Like I said, the joys of being new at this game means you're bound to have fuck-ups like that. We can get back into the mountain. That's not the problem. The problem is now we can't modify our wands in this mountain, but we have others, so it's annoying. It's my own dumb self. I have only myself to blame. Let's clear that out so we can walk through it unchallenged. So, if we ever wanted to modify things, we'd have to pick things up and bring it with us. Wow. I think we're pretty set, though. I think we're pretty set. Yeah, that was my own damn fault. Projectiles need to stay on enemies for a long time for it to really matter. That's a fair point, too. Luminous Drill is pretty quick. Yeah, maybe Freeze Charge is the better... It would be the better option in that particular case. The only downside with Freeze Charge, of course, is the fact that it's the fact that it's adding, you know, things. It's adding snow and such, or ice, I suppose, which Luminous Drill then cuts through. So it's not really a problem per se. That's actually very good if you're wanting to dig through lava, which might not be a bad idea at some point, actually. But like an asshole, I closed down the mountain by accident, so can't do that right now. But yeah, next time we find ourselves in Holy Mountain, we'll go and do that, and I'll grab that broken wand. But the reason I'm leaving it here is because I'm not going to the Hisi base right now. Let's go back to the surface, and let's see if we can just poke around the alchemist layer for a bit. It's dark and scary. We have a thing that will light our path, but it's a pretty dark and awful place. So I don't know if I want to overcommit and say we're definitely doing the thing, but I'll do my darndest. I think we'll do our darndest. So let's go towards the surface. Not gonna fight the pit boss, the bridge boss, what have you. He's a scary lad. And we don't really have a wand to fight that lad. So for now, I'm gonna hold off on that. But I will go back to the surface. I know there is a strat to dig through. Yeah, here's the lava lake. So if you had a frost wand, a frost charge wand kind of situation here, that'd be one option. And I'm pretty sure this holy mountain got closed down. Let's double check. But I'm pretty sure this was before I had teleport. Yeah, it's well before I had teleport. Yo, Lunar Waffles with the MS Paint Masterpiece Redemption. Let's do that in 1 second. I'm gonna get up top. Gonna get top side and then kind of position myself just in front. Oh, look at that. Okay, so so it's not a problem, obviously, but there is a little bit of a drain. It's not like 100% sustainable, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be holding this thing down for more than, in combat certainly, more than like a couple seconds at a time. Yeah, it is. It's real good and becomes real nifty. Yeah, we're just gonna be killing things without meaning to half the time at this point, because we're gonna murder before we even see the things that we're slicing and dicing. Just carving through all the areas we can and cannot see. Empty potion here. Yeah, there's one that I dropped. I'm also trying to use this as an opportunity to look for hearts that we might have otherwise missed. Because one of the many benefits of this kind of thing is that, in addition to having the light spell added to it, is that, yeah, you can see a lot better through walls where hearts can be easily hidden. You can climb back up, yeah. The reason I oftentimes don't, and this is not the right way, is that you would need to be able to teleport upwards or to dig upwards. And if you dig upwards, you're probably going to piss off Steve. But Steve's already mad at us, so I have no qualms to piss him off more. And in fact, when we find Big Steve, his big brother, when we find Big Bro Steve, I think we'll be able to deal with him pretty well as well, with the swan that we have. So it's like, you just need to be able to deal with the consequences. But yeah, if you have a wand that can dig, then yeah, there's nothing stopping you from just going back up or teleporting up. We've done that a few times where we're like teleporting. Let's go ahead and blow that up. Teleporting through places that we've previously seen. We are immune to melee, by the way, so we don't care about the frogs in this realm. Unstable teleportation. Runestone of Edges would be hilarious. It would also be terrifying, but it would be hilarious. Runestone of Edges turns every projectile into saw blades, giga saw blades specifically. And, well, for a wand like this, where we're projectile spamming, it would be a nightmare. It'd be a hilarious nightmare, but a brief one though. So anyway, out here is the official entrance to the area that will then lead to the alchemist's lair, and it's dark. It's dark and scary. It's not really wise to do this unless you have some kind of legit light source, or all-seeing eye, or warm blood. So this is a bit of a risk, but I think after we get a certain point in, I think it becomes more well lit. Oh, and by the way, Inner Demon says, Alex, we need a new bomber friend to guide us to victory as we engage the alchemist in his awful lair. So, Red friend, you've done a great job guiding us so far, but you've been working hard. We're gonna trade you out for the vanilla boy, white bomber friend. How's that look? There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. And if you were thinking to yourself, wait, Alex, hold on. You got all four of those bomber friends. You have red and black and blue. All the homies. Oh, we got all the homies. And you too, dear viewer, can choose which friend you want to be cheering us on as we play the video games. However, it takes channel points to determine it, and there's like a 5-minute cooldown or something like that. So it is an ongoing battle on who is the top bomber friend. But for now, we have this line. The pizza police. That's right. Yeah, pizza crimes. Pizza crimes. And no pants allowed. Yeah, pizza crimes and no pants. That's all of the only rules we have. That's not true. There's other rules, but those are the big ones. Netro says, objection! That's right. Some cases, no need to fold. Yeah, that's exactly, like, for me, that's it. It's like, there are instances where it's not necessary. So speaking of things not being necessary, one thing about this area is that it is thick with water. There is so much goddamn water here, it's a nightmare. And we don't need this water. Why is that there? Put this landmine here. We don't need this water, so get the fuck out of here. You either come here after you have gotten the infinite water breathing perk, or just some kind of digging thing that lets you just drain the shit. The reason I'm not like just shotgunning to the end is because I think there might be some health pickups in here that might be worth our while. So I'm gonna try to explore it to some degree. Yo, Stolen, or what's up, bud? Twice the surface area of your pizza per tile, or per bite rather. Yeah, but the problem there isn't the pizza's gone that much faster. I can't have my pizza and eat it too. It is more efficient though. If the strat is to, oh, there we go. There's some health. If you're doing a pizza eating speed run, then the folding pizza strat makes sense. But if you're wanting to savor the experience, just eat more pizza. But also, I'm a small man. I'm a small little hobbit. I got a small little hobbit stomach. I can't eat that much pizza, and I'm lactose intolerant. I have to pretend I'm a responsible lad. Pretend is the key word here. There's more health. Oh, here, let's not get too ambitious. Oh, God. Just a little bit of drowning as a treat. Yeah, it's one of the downsides of this awful place. Alright, so now we can just murder these things. You can see, once you get into here, it actually does get more lit, fam. Ancient laboratory. I've only been in here like once or twice ever. Because I've never really had what has been needed to fight here. But this is all copper. All from those dudes who just fucking melted. Eat the whole fucking thing. Exactly. You won't be alone with the pizza strats. That's right, my friend. That's right. Look at this slide. Yeah, so let's see if there's anything else we wanted to play with. We got a little bit of drowning damage as a treat. As that water is fucking everywhere. But I think there might be even more health pickups. Wait, did it? I must have healed myself by accident. I was like, when did I get full health? Because I took like a little bit of damage. I must have gotten a full heal. I must have cast my healing wand by accident or something, which is completely absurd. Just eat the whole damn pizza. Right, yeah, eat the whole damn pizza. And definitely don't have any regrets afterwards, right? Nothing bad ever happens if you eat an entire pizza in one sitting. Nothing bad can happen if you just kill the whole damn pie. I'm a small hobbit man. My hobbit pizza stomach intake can only take me so far. Much as I wish I could lie to you, dear viewer, and say, yeah, I'm a pizza pro. I'm actually a pizza amateur. So, I don't know jack shit. But I do enjoy it. Even if I'm a measly little scrub, I can still enjoy myself. All right, so I think it was just those two pickups then. I think there might be more, but as I'm stabbing, taking random stabbies. Let's see anything else. So let's get into the lair proper, my friends. Lair, but I hardly even know her. What if the pizza fights back when you're lactose intolerant, like I am? That is another limiting factor, like as JD knows. The same amount of pizza either way. Yeah, that's why I like to eat it slower and, well, maybe not slower, but, you know, one vanilla bite at a time and savor the experience. Quirky teacher, good to see you, friend. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We're playing some Noita. We got a pretty good run going. A lot of health. We got a pretty good wand. Got some healing and a teleport, so we got pretty good things going with this build. If there's anybody that's curious about the wands I'm using, exclamation point wands will get you the deets. All the deets you could ever dream of. So let's tread carefully, friends. I have no idea what to expect. We've seen these guys before. We see them all the time in the lower portions of the game. That's not ominous. The nuggets. Well, this little guy. What would happen to him? He looks a lot like us, doesn't he? I'm sure it's fine. He's just a little bit of a rocky boy. It's fine. Let's just dump him in some concentrated mana. He'll be as good as new. No problemo here. There's traps to watch out for. There's scary lads. I think there might be mages. Polymorph maybe, or teleport mages. There might be some unpleasant things. And if you're wondering, Alex, that monster looked like a fucking nightmarish, like a morphed version of you. I think that's pretty much the idea behind that enemy. This guy here, it's like the undead, like transmorphified version of us, the player character. I've only found a few of them, but they're not nice. Then we got these things. I don't think it's instant kill, but it's still not nice. They just kill them, but they produce a fuck ton of copper. A lot of copper. Where am I right now? This is the Alchemist Laboratory. In fact, Noita map. I can show you. We can all look together. Exactly where I am. Mild spoilers. Oh, wrong scene. Mild spoilers here. So if you don't want the game spoiled for you, and like what things are in this game, you might want to avert your gaze. But if you're okay with spoilers, mild spoilers, we're right around here. Right around here, because we dug in around this way. We went up. And of course, the exact layout is different each time, but this is a general summary. So it opens up quite a bit after a certain point. There's going to be some canisters of things. And then we got this little happy friend waiting for us on the far left. So we got that. And okay. It's fine. It's just a phone alert. If we wanted to, we could have gone over the totem poles, the totems, the achievement pillars, and dug straight down and skipped this part that we're starting in here, but I wanted to pick up the healths. And if we were really cool, we could just go to this little hump here and just dig down and go right to the guy himself. But I want to do this like vanilla. I want to do this relatively legit, if possible. And it's not to say that you're not legit if you do skip, you know, the area and just go right to the guy. But for me personally, I want to strive doing it this way. So that's kind of the ideas. Sip my bevy. Sip of the beverage. So let's continue, friends. We have quite a journey ahead. If that map preview is any indication. Next, we might have to dig anyway. Because this would have been a dead end. So yeah, we have to dig. Unless that's like part of the lore. Maybe the lore is that it's like sealed off. This is such a forbidden, horrible place. We give no shits because we have very good dig ability. We can dig it. Oh my! What the fuck are you? I didn't realize they could become animated. You follow me. Why dost thou follow me? Huh. Ooh, they explode into fire. We don't like that. I wonder what I do about this lad. I cannot hurt him. Oh, hello. Wonder if you can hurt these lads. For a minute there, he wasn't like explicitly going after me. He was just kind of wandering. Now he's kind of going after me. What if I try to lure him into the pheromone? He's not going for it. I don't know how you deal with this lad. I am doubting if I actually can hurt him. It'd be one thing if he was immune to projectiles or the projectile I was using. If he was, we'd be seeing like a little block. We'd be seeing like indication that he was, you know, that he was resisting what we were doing. But the fact that when we hit him, it's doing nothing. Like it's not making any reactions happen. I'm afraid to let him touch me because I feel like it'll lead to death. We have a full bit of pheromone juice. I'm gonna have the higher ground. He can be wetted. Can he be pheromoned? The answer is yes, but he does not care. It's very brief anyway. Huh. Well, maybe he can be killed. Maybe there's some crystal thing like we've seen previously. Maybe he deactivates after a certain time. Maybe you just gotta kill those statues fast when you see him. So I'm watching to make sure he doesn't sneak up on me and pull a fast one. I was saying we were gonna take it slow. Now I'm debating if that's the right call at all. I think we've lost him for the time being. Very temporarily. Berserk him and he's... Oh, okay, that's a... Twitchy man? No, it could be a polymage. I don't know. Let's kill him really quick. Just not even give him the chance. Yeah, I don't know what kind of mage that is. But any kind of mage in this game is a not good kind. So let's not give him the chance to do the thing. So that wouldn't have killed us, but it would have been unpleasant. Polymages are like always dangerous. No matter how good your run is going, a polymage has the very easy capability to just end your shit. It's not a good time. Not a good time. Not safe for anything or anyone. And some monies. So there we go. Just get rid of the ghost statue things before they even have a chance to come to life. Or those traps above. The ghost friend seems to have leaving us alone. More traps over to the left, so we're getting deeper in to this accursed place. A lot of pheromone. Ethereal meat. I wish to consume the ethereal meat. Oh, it teleports me. Ingested ethereal meat. So they were telemages. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, telemages aren't fun. But they're... Ooh, that would have been unpleasant. They're rarely, like, horrible. Well, they actually can be horrible. They're not fun, but they're not, like, guaranteed killers the way that polymages are. But they're still dangerous. So we went up last time. Let's go up again. Unstable poly, not so fun there. Some oil. Yeah, the deeper you go and you start to see these kind of glass containers. These tempered glass containers. Got some straight up teleportation, which is very useful. That's very nice. We don't really need it now though, but early game teleportation is super, super nice to have. Ooh, I've seen that mural before. And an egg. And some lava. And some copper that we're melting actively. Y'all ever just want a mountain of copper for no reason? Happens all the time. And this is molten copper, so... Y'all ever just want to take a molten copper bath? I always like how... The solid version of... the liquid version of something and the solid version of something. You see this a lot with, like, molten steel on top of regular steel. It's a very interesting visual thing. Excuse me, I keep hiccuping. Looks cool. Actually looks very warm. Looks like the opposite of cool. But it's interesting for sure. Well, the one thing I will say about this area that I kind of like is that the enemies are very well... Ooh, there's another guy. Generally speaking, the enemies make themselves pretty known. Like, pretty well known ahead of time. Save that teleport guy. Somebody just tried to snipe us. I haven't actually seen him. But the little floaty boys, little floaty ghost lads, they have like this aura. It's like little thing above their heads that is super easy to see from afar. The undead, transmorphified lads have this like gravity about them that is very unique and very easy to see from afar. This right here, this kind of purple menacing kind of aura. You can see from very far away. Oh, he has ambrosia. No, he doesn't have ambrosia. He has some protection on him. I think those guys may have like a... Is it up here, maybe? Something was protecting that guy. I'm not sure what it was. It wasn't constant ambrosia. Is it Ku? Is that what it is? I wouldn't think that Ku provides protection. Maybe it does, though. I thought it was just a gravity thing. Is the gravity out? Yeah, it's definitely not that, because, yeah, the gravity is, like, floaty up here. It's kind of, like, extra floaty. I think it's because of Ku. Now, look at this. We're up to closer to the surface now. So, yeah, like I was saying earlier, you can just dig through this if you wanted to. You didn't want to fuck with the spooky darkness. Throwing fireballs at us, which is not nice, but really this isn't too bad because we have a very good wand that's able to dispatch enemies very quickly. If these enemies were staying alive longer, then I'd be singing a different tune. But so far, this ain't too bad. Keep digging inwards. Just some slime and some tasty bone dust. Can I consume the bone dust? I cannot. It's like dry milk. It's like the dry creamer you might see in coffee shops sometimes, like the powder creamer. Delicious. Hey, what's up, Dave? It is randomized. The overall layout is static. So, like, yeah, so when we look at the map, if I go back to the map real quick. Like, generally speaking, ooh, I'm zooming around all over the place. Generally speaking, like, this is, you'll always spawn here. It's always, like, you have the mines always, and the caves, and the frost, the snowy depths, like, that's always consistent. You can always get the shortcut back to the surface over here. There's the pit boss always over here. There's the lava lake. So that's always consistent. But yeah, the exact layout is randomized. So in our particular case, when we went through here earlier, I think this was actually pretty close to what we saw, but I think this heart up here was further down. I think this one was closer because, like, I think it was like right here. I think this heart was like right here. So this little section was different. We didn't have a wall up here. We had this wall here was closed. We had oh, look at that. Actually, yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, you would need some kind of digging. But yeah, but like the overall specific layout is quite different. So like this probably won't be lava. This probably won't be whiskey. Like we had an oil glass, tempered glass holder up elsewhere. So yeah, that's where variation will be seen. That's correct. Yeah, the biomes are consistent. The only times the biomes change is if you're using mods, which that might change it up or might add new biomes, or there's also nightmare mode, and nightmare mode might, whoa, shit. Oh, that's a fizzle. That's what that is. Okay, he fizzled me. So I thought that was a teleport lad. It's a fizzler lad. So now our spells don't work for, you know, some amount of time. It's fine if that's the only bad guy you're fighting, but if you're surrounded by bad guys and suddenly your spells are fizzled, then you're gonna be sad. But anyway, yeah, so nightmare mode does change out. Oh god, I'm on fire. Nightmare mode does change out pretty significantly the biomes. It like puts them in different orders. For better or for worse. Some people really like nightmare mode. Some people even like it more than regular mode. Not me personally. Nightmare mode is, for my money, a lot harder. Some people consider nightmare mode to be a rebalancing of the game, and I think that's fair in some ways because it changes the order of the biomes significantly. You start with much better stuff in nightmare mode, but enemies do way more damage. They have way more health. It is kind of disgusting. So it's a problem dealing with nightmare mode, especially the start. But once you get a good run going, you can do some cool stuff. But yeah, some people kind of prefer nightmare to normal mode because of like some of the things it does differently. And yeah, the biome order switching it's a nice way to mix it up, if nothing else. It's always so mesmerizing. So I don't have to take every fight I see. I'm just choosing to. That's teleportation, so I could get the monies. Gotta go fast. But then we start teleporting all over the place, so that's the downside. It's a bit of a risk delving into teleport juice. If you're ever wondering, well, has Alex been here before? Look for the telltale carving through the walls. Just hacking and slashing right through it. We have so much pheromone around here. I guess I could fill up. Top off my pheromone juice. We also have a full flask of ambrosia. So when it comes to finding the dude, we do have that at our disposal. I don't know if ambrosia is a bad idea for this boss. If he has, and he might, if he has polymorph, then ambrosia would be a not good idea because ambrosia does not protect you from polymorph. It protects you from damage, but not polymorph shots. Those things are always deadly. Or close to deadly. Adjacent to deadliness. Deadliness is close to godliness, as we all say. Alex, no one says that. I know. Sorry. I sound a bit in my head, these things sometimes go. Oh, there's another ghost. You can see right there, I can't affect that lad, so we can safely assume that's gonna turn into a ghost, but you don't want to fuck with that shit. Much like Wu-Tang, it ain't nothing to fuck with. Interesting, this is starting to look more like the starting biomes. Looking less dungeony and more natural. Oh, natural. There's another one. So yeah, I've learned that these ghosts right here, you have to just keep your distance, because if you get close, they will become alive, and I don't know how to deal with them other than just run the fuck away. It's a legit strat. Oh, doggy. Hear that? So, we found him. We found the big dog. I've never fought this guy before. I have no idea what to expect. I kinda have some ideas. Because again, I've watched the pros play this guy. I think teleport's gonna be huge. And maybe even ambrosia. In fact, I'm gonna lead in with teleport. I think the head is the weak spot. So let's go for that. Here we go, friends. So he does the shield. And he is throwing little bolty boys. Yeah, those right there. I think that would be... Well, actually, I think that would be polymorph. I think that'd be... either fizzling... Whoops. That's polymorph. Oh, I got stuck on a pixel. It's either fizzling... Whoa! Or blinding. I actually think it might be blinding. What do I think of it? He likes to shield. Whoa! So the head is the weak spot. Just kind of keep moving because he's now accessing lightning. He's got some scary shit up his sleeve. Some scary turds up his sleeve. We're winning this fight pretty well so far. Although I'm slimed, I'm moving real slow, which is not doing me any favors. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Hurts a little. Oops. Uh-oh, what did I get hit by? Nothing. Okay, it just hurt a little bit. We almost got his ass. He's casting lightning, which is scary. Lightning is never not a bad time. He's got spells that bounce around quite a bit too. Oof, like that. In fact, now that I'm seeing this guy in action, I'm kind of seeing how a wand like this might not necessarily be a good idea, because my wand is like several rapid hits and he shields up pretty quickly after taking damage. I think you want something that does like big hits. Like big single hits. It's like a big like pow, like a pop, like lightning. Lightning bolt would probably be sick against this guy. Whew, we got it though. Never fought this guy before. That's nice to see that we actually got his ass. And I didn't get much money out of it. That's fine though. He dropped a key and some really, really, really good fucking spells. Thank you, Rational. Thank you. Thank you for your rational support. Thank you, my friends. That's a fun fight. It's a stressful fight, but it was good. Wand refresh is pretty cool. But more importantly, is Alpha. Zeta can be fun. And Gamma. So these right here are how you... If you ever watch the pros, and they have, like... You're watching them, and they're just spewing black holes. And they're just spamming self-heals with their healing bolt. And you're like, motherfucker, how are they doing that? They're not using mods. How are they just casting infinite things when things like this have very much limited casting? Even infinite casting doesn't give you infinite healing bolts, infinite black holes. It's these guys. These are the spells that you want to acquire in order to be able to spam black holes. And healing bolts and Circle of Vigor. And any of those incredible things for free. Hey, what's up, Cold Dixon? No, I appreciate you, my bud, my dude. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, my friend. That was a fun fight. I like the music. It's very, very you know, active and engaging. And that's a fight I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'm glad we went through his chamber to get to him. That was like I'm glad we like did it legit, you know, that's kind of nice to see. So, confession time. I don't know what this is for. This key is voiceless. Well, you see, most keys in my experience are. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't make much of noise. So, let me think about this. Can I think of any locked? Oh, I think I do know what this might be. There's a chest, isn't there? A chest in the sky, like. Here, get one sec. Like, up here? No. It's the moon. There's like a chest somewhere I've seen. But I don't fucking know. I don't actually know where it is, but there's a thing I've seen, but never not in game, but I've seen other people do in their streams. So I have no clue. What's this? Every 10 seconds, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly a cold duck soup. That's why I was like, oh fuck, I wonder if I should have like, instead of a one like this, where it's like several small hits, if I should have done like big explosive hits, like more all at once damage. But there is the moon, that's correct, yeah, there's the moon. In fact, there's a moon quest, there's a sun quest, well, hold on. There's a sun quest, and there's the dark sun quest, where you create your own suns. There's some, like, this is one of those games where you can spend, like I do, a couple $100 with this game, beat the game a couple times, and you've just done the vanilla linear route, and it's like, you know, that's nice. And then you find out all about, like, the deep lore and the secrets, and the additional quests you can do in this game. And then it's like, holy fuck, like it's overwhelming in a good way, but it is a lot. That guy's still there, by the way. It is a lot, and it's hard to keep it all straight sometimes. For me it is for sure. Well, we got the key again. I don't know what the key is for. That's pretty much it for this little nook. We took some damage. I'm gonna go to a holy mountain. Really, the next one that's open would be, I guess just above the Hisi base. So let's head there next so I can build some fun things, including a healing wand that we can just use forever. But I think this is a good idea. It's one of the monies. It's okay. As a final fuck you to the alchemist, I'll ruin his defensive measures. He's dead anyway, so who fucking cares, right? Just fucking up his homestead just to be a meanie. The chests. Okay, that explains it. Thank you, Cold Duck Soup. Or parallel. Yeah, that makes sense too. Thank you, Cold Duck Soup. I've seen the chests in other people's games, but not my own. I wonder if the implication here is that the alchemist is responsible for creating the boss that's in the power plant? Is that what that is? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, one of the lores that like he invented. One of the bosses that we see later on. And we have to go past that ghost we saw, but we can outrun him. Pretty darn well, I'm pretty sure. And there are parallel worlds. There absolutely are. In fact, if we could get well, we have ambrosia, we have teleport, and we have a pretty good digging wand. We could get to parallel world. We can go right now to a parallel world. There's nothing stopping us per se. We don't have that much health. We have a lot, but not that much. And black holes make it like 1,000 times easier. Oops, let's not go that way. Want to make sure we navigate properly to this dark area. So I would hesitate to do it right now, right at this exact moment. Well, we're almost to the point where we can just do that shit for free. Bounce around and teleport to parallel worlds. The tricky thing though is that they can be scary, and there are overworld bosses in the parallel worlds, which can be kind of a pain to deal with. So it's not just Super Alex, Super Hobbit's day off. We have to be a little bit smart about it, but it is pretty cool though. And it's a great way to get additional resources. I mean, going through parallel worlds and just killing through, just, you know, the first couple biomes. You get a free perk each time. You can buy more spells. You get more shops that are available to you. That's a really good way to, like, really buff yourself up. Which is pretty cool. Let's keep digging downwards. Like I said, I really want to just get to the first, to the next, Holy Mountain, which would, I'm pretty sure, be the one just in front of the Hisi base. There's my tablet. I forgot about that. Forgot I dropped it. 'Cause yeah, like a fool, I closed this down earlier. I was trying to avoid the fucking broken wand like a doofus. And in fact, I actually might want to take that with me. So let's do this. The time being, I don't plan on doing anything with the crystal key just because I don't really know the setup or like what to watch for the crystal key. How to get to the chest. Well, one of them I know how to get to. The other one I don't though. And we would need infinite breathing, I think, for the coral chest. Coral. So that would probably not be wise. For more hearts. So again, we can just poke through the snow and see through walls for free. It's pretty nice. And blow shit up for no reason. And throw ice around. There's the other broken wand, by the way. In fact, the thing I will do is I'm gonna very briefly just lightly set that down. I'm gonna grab this so I can just take it with me. Yo, Goose, what's up, bud? Hope you're doing well. We're playing some more Noita. We actually got a pretty darn cool run going right now, so I'm feeling pretty confident. So I've not been to this Hisi base before, or Hisi base, Holy Mountain before. We have Steve to worry about, but you know what? I'm not really too worried about Steve. Don't you worry about Steve. Let me worry about Blank. Here's Blank. Okay, he's dead. Got his gold. And oh, there's the infinite breathing, by the way. Speak of the damn devil. Only have 2 perks though. I think I might go for something else. Ooh, all-seeing eye. Oh, that's a good one. The goose is on the loose. I have a hard time finding all-seeing eye. That makes me very happy. So now, if I would have known all-seeing eye was 200 gold away in the next CC base, I would have gotten that before. Would have gone in on the alchemist cave, but that's fine. That's fine. I see some things that make my face do the happy. Don't know about firecrackers. I'll go and buy it. Don't know about it. The thing I'm more excited about are these things. Copy the first spell in your wand. So let's make sure we do this right. Confess, I actually don't know the order this needs to be. I think, actually, what I really wanted to see was this. I hope I'm ordering this correctly, because I think most of you probably know what I'm going for here. Piercing infinite healing bolts with boomerang would be a really nice thing to have. It's a little bit clunky sometimes. There we go. So that's really good. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's the part to test. Look at that. So the recharge. There we go. Recharge is a little bit wonky. We have infinite healing now. And this is piercing, so it's hitting us multiple times. And it's healing, obviously, so it's really good. That's really, really good. So, provided nothing does over 345 damage to us, you know, if we can get away safely from a thing that's scary, we can just, you know, like, oh god, I'm running away, cast this. Okay, I guess I have to stand still. I guess I have to be like, okay, I'm not gonna be an ass, I'm gonna let it do its thing. But yeah, we can just heal ourselves up. So, the alchemist and the things he gives you is a very good way to suddenly ascend and like level up your like what you can do in this game. Especially when you find a really lucky wand that has piercing on it, and then you find healing bolt and boomerang. It all just fell into my lap. So that is so nice to see. I'm immortal. Well, not really, because there's polymorph. There are multiple things, including this. In fact, this is what killed me last time. There was a wall. I was in the wizard's den, and there was a sentient wand that was floating around and pissing all over me. And then this sentient wand, I'd actually never seen a sentient wand before, but it was throwing things at me. Then it threw a summon explosive box at me, and I, without seeing what it was doing because it was dark, I fired at it. It exploded, did like 900 damage to me, and I got fucking got. So, you know, we are very susceptible. Now, that being said, I'm going to bravely throw this over here and then run away. And do the same thing over here. Oh, did that just go all the way? I think it went all the way down. Okay, fine. I'll throw that one down too. Fuck you. So, but above us, in fact, here, I'm going to dig up again. Above us was some what you call it. Do you know the what you call it? The pheromone potion. And if we, there's actually a strat. It's really more of a glitch than it is a strat. It's more of an exploit. There's an exploit where if you go into the Holy Mountain, well, maybe anywhere, but I think specifically the Holy Mountain. I think. Go into the Holy Mountain and you pour some, like a nice thin layer, maybe 30% of a pheromone potion on the ground. And then throw an empty wand, which is to say a wand with no spells on it, into the pool of pheromone that you've poured. A glitch will happen where invisible, I think non-lethal ghosts will spawn in and will attempt to pick up the wand. But the glitch, I think, is that enemies are either unable or unwilling to pick up empty wands. So, and the pheromone aspect of it is what's causing the ghost to happen in the first place. There's some weird, like, combination of this, and this happening causes, you know, this weird exploit to happen. And if you have a physicsy object like the tablet, you can actually just throw the tablet at them. You have to listen for them. It's a little bit awkward. But if you can hear them, you can throw the tablet at them and you get a fuck ton of money per kill, and they just keep respawning. You can use that glitch to effectively get infinite money. It's kind of time consuming. Also, I never saw my potion that oh, look at this. How did I miss this? It's time consuming, and it's kind of an exploit, so yeah, it's a little cheaty, but it's a thing that people have done to a great degree. And honestly, yes, it's a glitch. Yes, it's an exploit. But like, speaking, frankly, I would argue, excuse me, it's kind of like your only recourse for some of the long runs you have to do in this game, because like breaking the reroll machine is expensive. Like some things you kind of have to do for like longer runs in this game are intrinsically going to require near infinite amounts of money anyway. So it's like, well, it kind of breaks the game, but the game kind of needs you to break it anyway. Also, I want to go and kill this guy. So I'm going to bring this down to my level. You cannot laser that one. Just kind of surprising. So the stuff up here. Yeah, infinite money. It is a legit strat. It is legit. Ooh, speaking of scary places, this place is a place we could explore. We have the eyeballs. What I was looking for was my pheromone that I dropped. What I found was lots of friends. And things exploding and rocks just being launched in my general direction. Just explosions every so often. Bunch of snipers and grenade launcher lads. Grenadiers. And a wand inside of the ice that I probably dropped. Yeah, this seems like a wand I would have picked up and went like, eh. I want to find that pheromone flask real quick. I daintily laid it down, thinking like, ah, yeah, I'll be able to see this easy peasy. And then promptly lost track of it. Wish I could do a Morrowind style, open up a mini map and plop down a little map indicator to say, here you doofus. So yeah, I need healing. And just like that, we're full. That recharge is weird. It's like, it's because it's 3 spells per cast. Yeah, and it's a shuffle wand. Ooh, that explains why it's a little bit crusty. So, well, that's a shame, but I think the plus outweighs the negatives. If we could find piercing shot on its own and just, you know, a halfway decent non-shuffle one, then I would switch over. But for now, this is what we got. And honestly, I can't complain. Beggars can't be choosers because it's free healing forever. So it just takes a second sometimes. But really, that ain't too bad. And I don't even know what's in here. What's in this awful place, this blind temple area. I've set foot in it a handful of times, and every other time I've regretted it. But I've never, like, to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever, like, truly explored it. So I guess now is as good a time as any, because we can see shit. There's a wand. Well, that might have been a sentient wand, actually. There were rocks being thrown at us. It's gloomy in here. It sure do. It sure do. Let's see what kind of horrible mistakes we can make in here with full vision. Isn't this wonderful? Spells to power. Nearby projectiles cast by you. And extra damage. I'll go and grab it. Spells to power can be scary, but cool. Go and grab it. Just delete the map. Well, you're not wrong. With a wand like this, that is a temptation. I'm gonna do this. Every time I find a wand that I think looks neat, I'm gonna have to do this eventually anyway. So to save myself, like to do it in batches, so to speak, I'm gonna carve a little path. I'm just gonna drop it by this one. Gonna drop it like it's hot. It's blood, not pheromones. We're safe to not cause any ghost shenanigans. But that'll, like, save us time by having to go all the way back in, all the way back out, all the way blah, 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 blah. That'll make this a little bit more, more consistent. Oh boy, we got some... I think we determined that's the, not tele mage. Those are the fizzle mage. Oh, fizzle my shizzle. And if we see a bad guy, we can just go for it for freezies. Just about. Oh, hello. So we can shoot through walls, but sometimes they can see us before we can see them, so it's not always guaranteed. Another wand that might have been sentient, maybe? Wait, fireball. Stats are okay. No, thank you. Stuff over here. I've never had the ability to fight things so effectively in here. Now, these guys have a lot of health, usually. Oh, we're making short work of them. Short twerk. Look at me playing all nice and safe when I've got infinite self-healing forever. Like, now's the time where I can play like an asshole. There are times where I'm, you know, playing in much less confident areas with a much less confident build. And I'm playing like a jabroni because I'm like putting myself in unnecessary danger. So if there was ever a time for me to play like a jackass, this is that time. Some diamonds. They are forever. That is a heart mage? I think. We don't really have any way to exploit him. Heart mages, if that's what that is. Heart mages are a way to where you can like another exploit with ambrosia and spare hearts. You can like give yourself thousands and thousands of max HP. Now, I don't know if this is a boss. It's an orb. Yeah, it's an orb, all right. Just gonna spawn something? Oh, okay, well that's a normal enemy. I know there are some orb rooms that don't have bosses. This looks an awful like the boss chamber we were in earlier. I think we're in the clear. So here, now is the part where I double check the map then. So for anybody curious, if you ever want to play along and or on your own investigate, see what kinds of things are possible here. So this would be, where are we right now? We went through here. Oh, this leads to, does that lead to the tower? No, the tower entrance is here. We stumbled upon this last time. Portal to the tower. This is the music stone. Well, I don't know what that is, but we should go for it. So yeah. Orb Holy Bomb. I think that means it unlocks Holy Bomb. We pick up the orb. So no bosses otherwise here. Okay, but I don't know what this is. Music stone? I don't fucking know. Let's go find out. Go find out and see what it entails. Bloop. So this actually was, for all of its bluster, this really wasn't too bad. Full health. Tree 70. I need about tree 70. That noise. The noise of Colmy becoming empowered. So every time we pick up an orb, Colmy gets stronger. Colmy's the final boss. And she's not too bad when 0 or 1 orbs, but as you get into it, she gets some extra fun attacks. Now we've properly found question mark. And we found a note. We almost deleted it, but I think we've found this before. Book of Celestial Bodies. Note-shaped engravings, pulsing a steady pace. So, confession, I don't know what you do with this. I think I've seen the music player thing on the surface. I guess we could place it there and see what do. For the time being, I think we've seen really all there is to see in this strange place. Hello, Uko. I like those guys. Let's get rid of them quickly. And catch ourselves on fire. I like this just infinite sludge. Whoa, hello. Perma sludge. Look at these guys just bleed bone juices, bone dust, bone dust. See, we go back to the surface with this note. I should be careful where I'm teleporting to, because there are still Ukos and other bad guys. Abounds. Back to the surface, though. And see if we can find that music box. See, like I said, now's the time to fuck around and or find out. Who's on name? Something I saw? No, it's not. It was nothing. Trying to watch for little hidden spots that I might otherwise miss. So we're gonna go back to the surface. Again, we really don't have anything to fight the pit boss very well. I don't think, at least. We don't have a lot of things that hurt us. Look at that. Speaking of musical notes. I think there's like several notes, so I think finding one is nice, but we would need more things to play with. My teleport just didn't go off that time. There's the bridge. We're not going to approach because that'll spawn the pit boss and it'll be a not good time for anybody. Still have frost shards, don't we? I should have put that on my wand instead of damage field, because that actually might be nice when it comes to going through the Hisi base, because there is lava there. Set the key on the ground next to them and kick it. So you would use, that's how you would unlock the coral chest then, once I find it. Oops. Like how I fell. I think I fell into it. Like, how did I do that? Yeah. It, like, fell on me. 2 damage. But yeah, that's good to know. It's good to know that there's, like, a process for when you find the coral chest and, you know, assuming you have the key on you. Being on fire. Well, yeah, there's a reason I didn't put that as a bingo slot, because that would be essentially a free slot every time. Let's be honest, like that's guaranteed. I think we got the very start. Yeah, because we blew a hole here to be able to approach up here to get the heart and orb that was up here. We have this guy. This tablet. Again, I don't know what the tablets do, other than give you free money when you combo them at or place them on an altar. %100% free. Well, yeah, because we're on fire at least once every time. At least once. Yeah, there's spells, right? Yeah, because I've only gotten one of them, and it's the A. And I don't know what it does. It makes your things fast, I guess. Except it's an other, not a projectile, not a modifier. It is an other. So yeah, I don't actually know what it does. Killed that guy for the first time, by the way. That's pretty cool. Bought a bunch of Lukis. Surprised it only says kills 8. I feel like I killed a fuck ton of them. Oh, and these are Lukis. Never mind. So this is something else. It's Call Me. Fought the Alchemist for the first time, which is pretty cool. The musical note spells. Yeah, that's what this is, right? This is the musical note spell, right? I mean, I only have the one, but I thought that's what this was. I found it many, many moons ago, and I think it was in a modded playthrough, so it was like, I found it earlier than I probably should have. Let's see if we can find musical note apparatus. The thing where we place the musical notes. I don't know where they are. But I'll know when I see it. Oh, we found... Oh, so, I'm still finding these motherfuckers. I was like, I'm gonna avoid incurring the wrath of the acid lads. And apparently I can't not piss them off. Extended acid family. You know, some people talk about family being toxic or corrosive or maybe not acidic. I think the acid is still in the air, so I'm gonna not be underneath where I killed them. So the acid doesn't land inside of my asshole. So we killed the alchemist for the first time ever a little bit earlier, so we should now have a totem. A pillar slot for it. And there he is. Look at that. I just got that earlier. Half an hour ago. The RX... Okay, the RX accessible. Yeah, I assumed that... Like, what I'm assuming is that I have to, like, take this and put it in a... In, like, one of these musical note things. These, like, yeah, here we go. This guy. Here's what I'm assuming I do. But nothing happens. So... Boing. Oh! Huh. Okay, so in that case, I have no idea what this does. It's just an artifact. It's not a key, necessarily. This is cool. I like this. It's nice music. I think there's another one of these, isn't there? Isn't there one in the desert? Let's go over there real quick. Or towards the desert, at least. So lots of water. Oh, it's under here. Okay. Here, it's gonna be a little bit awkward doing this. Without getting my ass drowned, so let's get rid of some of this waters. Some of these here waters. Sorry, fishies, I'm kind of fucking up your home, but your unpleasantness is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Whoever's down there is about to get flooded. What's it? Next to the music. Oh, okay, so there's 4 music boxes. Oh, so did I do it wrong earlier? Was I supposed to, like, place it and then kick it? Let's wait till the water gets drained. As it's playing right now, but I don't know if I did it good enough. There's a little bit of water. Just a little bit. I'm sorry, fishies. I'm not trying to murder you. I'm trying to be somewhat diplomatic about this. Somewhat diplomatic about me fucking up your home. My own selfish gain. Yeah, we'll just go, yeah, go this way. Yeah, easy peasy. Just go into those lower areas. I'm just giving them a new home. So... I'm sorry, fishes. Oh god, I'm murdering them with it. I'll help you. I'm helping. See, they're in the water. See? I'm helping. Alright, so I don't know if that did it. I'm hoping the fact that it's playing music is good. There's one over this way. Here we go, getting the sands. Little Waffle says, Alex? How do I tell him? Mushroom down, down. Does that mean there's a mushroom thing below? Or something. A lot of bones. Makes me a little nervous. Okay, so this is gonna lead to the, Actually, hold on. No, let's keep digging. Let's keep digging. This, I know, will lead to, eventually, the Wizard's Den. Which, again, is where we got real bad last time, so... I could maybe be forgiven for being a little gun-shy this time around, but we are much more equipped. Much better equipped, even. Yeah, this is okay, so... We already know what this is. I do want to check this out again. I want to exact revenge from that run last week that got a little bit murdered. I think with this one... Isn't there like a fungus artifact you can acquire? I think that's what that might be referring to. It's like once we acquire the fungus thing or artifact or key, there's some kind of like main object you can pick up, I think. I think that's where we would bring it for some kind of reward. Here's the skull. Big skull, and I think there's a music box nearby, usually. Could be wrong. Of course, here's the pyramid. You know, the pyramid's a good, like, pretty much free thing to explore. It's a pretty easy dungeon, relatively. We should have no trouble. Like, we could skip right to the boss if we wanted to. And with that, we've seen 1, 2, 3. I think we've seen 3 tablets. Where's the 4th tablet? I think there's 4 total. Diplomatic, yes, we're helping. Manifest destiny. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It was just spinning away on its own. So we've seen 2 music boxes. And this leads, I think, also to the same place that will take us to the Wizard's Den. My schmalculations are correct. It looks like an upside down dick. Or 2 eyes and like a mouth like, ah! Or like a big nose, maybe. Or an upside down nose, even. So yeah. So we know exactly where this will take us. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. All roads lead to the Wizard's Den. And this, I think, is where you would take... Yeah, the Essence Eater. So this is where you would place the essences that you find. There's one, I think, inside the pyramid, maybe. I don't think I want to fuck with the essences because they can be annoying. If I could get fire immunity, then I might. I think this is for Sun Quest, I think. I want to say the Sun Quest. I wasn't expecting to see a bad guy on the surface. Here we go. Here's number 3. I'm guessing the 4th one, if there's 4 total, is probably near the water. No, is this as far as we go? Can I go over? I don't know if I want to go too high. There's some pretty scary shit in the sky. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't expecting to see this. Oh, I think this is the essence of magic or something. Again, I don't really want to fuck with the essences right now. Yeah, essence of earth. Okay, yeah. I don't want to fuck with that right now. The essences can be kind of annoying to deal with unless you kind of know what you're doing, and I don't know if I know what I'm doing. So I cannot seem to go over it. Okay, so I'm guessing further left then. One, this is a horrible mistake. Again, there's some unpleasant things. Yeah, let's drop it. Thank goodness there's no fall damage. So let's go all the way to the left. Hanging right a little bit because, again, there's some scary things in the sky. And also that'll give me a chance to double check the very first music box we saw, because I don't know if I placed it on the ground and kicked it. I think I just kicked it with this in my inventory, but I know Cold Duck Soup said you place on the ground, then give it the old slap. Oh, no. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, the crystal key. I don't have the crystal key, I have the music note. Oh, so maybe I need to go get the key then. Shit. Okay, well, let me just do this first. Let's see if we can find it. It won't take long, I don't think. This eye. I wonder if we got the... I know where the eye is. If we picked it up and placed it here, that would do something. So many secrets, man. So many secrets, so little time. Let's poke around here first. I have the desire to do some dungeoning. The pyramid always reminds me of they just call it the dungeon in Terraria. So it's kind of similar aesthetic, and the entrance to it's kind of out there, so they remind me of each other. There's a lot of those. A lot of things to collect and a lot of things to find and trying to understand their meaning and their relation to each other. It's one of the things I really like about this game. This game does such a good job, for me at least, at instilling like a sense of wonder. As a kid, playing video games for the first time, I didn't know what the rules were, so to speak. You know, like I didn't know that at the bottom of the pit in Mario 64 just led to death. What if it led to a secret adventure? What if it led to unlocking Luigi? What if you beat the game a certain number of times, something weird happened? There's the boss, by the way. You unlocked a new mode, you unlocked a secret multiplayer mode. Like, you just didn't know as a kid, and especially in an age before the internet was really super available. There was just a lot of things we didn't have that intel. So as a result, we were left to our own devices to wonder and dream about what was possible. So whenever I play a game like this, and also Breath of the Wild did a good job with this too, playing a game like this, where I don't really know what the rules are, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I kind of do, because again, I've watched a lot of people play this game. But there's still a lot I've yet to experience myself and even see myself. Oh, shit. So that sense of wonder and not really being sure what all these secrets mean and how they relate to each other it's fun. I thought it was like a stick of dynamite, and I was like, what the hell? Every copy of Noita is personalized. Every pixel is simulated and every copy is personalized. The Nintendo, it was real. Apparently it was very expensive, but yes. I never called it. It would have gone the way of the Dota by the time I came in the picture, but I've heard legends of it and legends of people calling it and getting legit helpful advice, but then parents got the phone bill and it was like, ooh. Sandy. Need water. Sure thing, SpongeBob. There's some water right there. And of course, this just cuts through sand. Look at all these friends. So I want to go back and fight that boss in a second. We found some more friends. It's like the proto Hisi base. There's a lot of Hisi. Ouch! And the various technologies. Landmine throwing motherfuckers think they're so cool. They are kind of cool, actually. I cannot front. I cannot front, nor can I backwards. We'll heal. Oh, you touched my tra-la-la. My ding-ding-dong. I applaud these guys' willingness to just throw themselves into the meat grinder. That is my wand right now. Those motherfuckers just saw me literally turn their home dogs into liquid. They saw me just turn their compatriots into like paste. Not even paste, just fucking melt their bones and everything. And they thought, yeah, I'm gonna follow that because I just saw my buddies get fucking turned into plasma. But my rinky-dink little 5 projectile damage machine gun is all that I need. Their boldness is inspiring. I mean, I don't know what these guys are being paid. I don't know if there's like a religious aspect going on, if it's a cult. But I'm like, you know, I'm fighting some dudes and I see the lasers that our wand is right now. You can't pay me enough, man. I'm out of there. I'm like, you know what? They say to pick your battles, and I'm picking mine. And this ain't it, Chief. Quick little healsies as a treat. Yep. So in my bloodlust, I've strayed slightly. My original plan. Slightly. We've hit rock bottom, so... And we could explore more. We probably should, just because I don't know what's down here, but I want to go back and fight the dude. So it's like, I don't want to explode that if I can help it, but I couldn't help it. I do like the numbers. Money number, go burr. And also seeing the damage number go burr is also satisfying. Sexually. Just so we're clear. Especially since I'm not doing any exploits to gain infinite money, so there's the little voice in the back of my head that says, well, you should pick up the money that drops, Alex, because this shit's not going to be available forever. Even though, again, parallel worlds are really not far off from possibilities. Ouch. You notice how I'm playing like a jackass right now? This is how you're supposed to play when you have infinite healing. It's playing with reckless abandon. That's what it's all about. That's what this level of gameplay allows you. Look at that. I just lost like 100 health from these assholes. Normally I would have been like, ooh. But now it's like, unbothered. Moisturized. In my lane. Thriving. Persevering. Content. Full health. Look at that. One casting too. I don't even have to sit here for like 5 minutes and, you know, pelt myself for 5 health each time. It is just good. So, I don't know what's over here. This could be a boss. But I don't think that it is. I think it's just another orb room. Here's tablet number 4, by the way. We've seen all 4 tablets, if you can believe it. Wowie zowie. That's crazy. So I know where all the tablets are. I just don't know where you place them. Because my understanding is you take the tablets and place them somewhere. I just don't know where that somewhere is. Nor do I know what the reward is. I understand it's part of a secret. But I know nothing more than that. Here, I'm gonna refill my water. So I sliced that man in half. And that is... Jeebus Crisis. What a good-ass screen name. What's up, bud? Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, look at that. I'm just getting pelted. Thank you. Thank you. Praise Jeebus. It's good to see you, bud. Thank you for that raid. Thank you very much, my friends. We guys playing some... Oh, we're playing some Battletoads. Dude, we talking like old school Battletoads? That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friends. Let's add some points to the counter. I was actually watching another streamer play Battletoads. It was his first time playing it. And as you can imagine, he was a little bit in over his head. And he's one of my favorite streamers. His name is Jabroni Mike. He's a very entertaining guy. And he was using an emulator, so rewind was, ouch, was a frequent thing, you know, save states and rewind features and whatnot. But it was still fun to watch. And that was just a couple days, or about a week or so ago. So it's been on my mind. Anyway, enough about me. Jeebus, how'd your stream go, bud? Starting a crisis. Thank you, my friends, for that very kind raid. We're playing Noita. It's one of my favorite single-player stream games. And we have a very good wand. If anybody knows this game, if you've played Noita, or if you've tinkered around with it for a little bit, or if you've played it a bunch, and you are kind of like curious about like wand crafting, that kind of thing, I can actually show you. If you want it, all you need to do is click this little guy right here. That little link will show you the kind of wands I'm playing with right now. The long and short of it is that we're using the big thing that lets our wand do this cool like lightsaber thing, this cool like light show thing. We're using a spell called Luminous Drill, and we've attached a modifier to it called Ping Pong Path that extends the length of the spell and makes it do this weird little looping path thing. It's very, very cool. Because usually Luminous Drill, I can't do it right now because I can't modify my wand, but usually Luminous Drill is like a little lightsaber, just a short little path. We've modified to do some strange things, and it's very, very good for us. But anyway, been some. Oh, it's the new Battletoads. Okay, cool. Because I know there's the newer one. Dude, the multiplayer, nice. That's awesome. Were you playing with some homies, or were you playing with were you like playing with your viewers? Because I know co-op in Battletoads in the original one at least. Well, hold on. There was co-op in the original one. I think there was. Yeah, because there was friendly fire, and that was a cause of frustration for some. Because yeah, the original Battletoads is famous and infamous. It is both of those things. These guys throwing things at us. I was like, I actually can't see him, so I'm just gonna fire in the air and hope I can find him. It's a good game though. It's called Noita. Like I said, it's one of my favorite stream games. There's a very thriving modding scene for the game. So if you like modding games, it's a lot of fun. And if you're a streamer, and Jeebus Crisis, I can tell you are a streamer. There is a Twitch integration mode that is actually built into the game. I have it disabled by default, or right now at least, because I'm playing like some vanilla runs, so that I can, because with a lot of games, the Twitch integration, some of the effects can help you as a streamer, as the player. Most of them will deter you or are challenges. So if you want a legit run going, you know, common wisdom dictates you'd want to turn off the meme shit. But if you want to like have some good shenanigans, or even like you versus the chat, or versus the viewers, it can be a lot of fun. It can also be deeply frustrating, but it's a fun time. And actually, up until just a couple months ago, all of the streams I did with this game had the Twitch integration. The only downside is that using Twitch integration does disable its Steam achievements. So after playing this game for like 200 hours, I got my first Steam achievement, and I was like, what? I was surprised. I was like, wait, I didn't even know that was an option. There were achievements in this game. It was a little bit buggy though. Yeah, that's how it goes. That is sometimes how it goes. I hope the new one's multiplayer is really fun though. Yeah, that's the thing. In fact, I would argue a lot of the time, the chat would vote on things that are, you know, generally helpful. But sometimes the only 4 options they give are unhelpful things. So yeah, sometimes it's limited. But anyway, like I said, it's a fun game. It's on Steam. It frequently goes on sale, and it's one of my favorite things to play on stream and otherwise. And there's a very involved community behind the game that is always looking for ways to solve the game's secrets. This game's been out for about 2 years now. Well, it's been out longer than that, but its 1.0 release was about 2 years ago. Because that's when I got the game first. And despite it being out for a bit, there's people are still trying to untangle its secrets. A lot of the secrets have been found, and the game is no longer getting any more updates. The devs have stated that the last update is truly the last one, so the bugs and the things that are in the game, for better or for worse, are how the game shall forever be, unless they change their mind. But this is likely pretty much the end as far as the game's current state. But like I said, we're still trying to learn about what all this game has to offer. We have, like I said, some very, very good ones. So we're doing pretty well with this current run. Yeah, exactly, Ogaso. Like, and we actually found a setting with one of the other mods we installed that disabled that mercifully, because yeah, that was awful. That was a not fun time. Whoopsie daisy. A 4-chin teller. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, One-Legged Duck. I feel like I learned something today. Look at that poison, though. Get over here. There was something that died. Let's do a quick heal. Because again, I have this super ridiculous 420 health. I have this super ridiculous build that allows me to have just free healing forever. So I'm more or less playing on easy mode. I want the money. Look at these guys dropping all the way down here. There's a lot of bad guys here. There's so many, I'm actually wondering if something is spawning them. Like, I don't think that there are PC spawners, but there's so many. It's like, what is causing this? I don't need all this money. Just want it. Also on fire. Currently on fire. AMA. Ask me anything. One-Legged Duck says, hey man, just doing my job. You do your job very well, One-Legged Duck. We're all better off for it. Like, I swear I've been here before and we've killed these guys. And I keep getting more money. They keep paying me more. Paying me with their blood money. Full health. This feels like I feel like I'm cheating. I mean, I'm choosing not to use exploits. I'm choosing to play the game the way it's meant to be played, and I'm using legit spells in a legit order. But this feels like I feel a little dirty doing this, actually. It's a power trip. I wasn't expecting it, but alpha with a boomerang, healing, and piercing shot. It's too much, man. It's too strong. That is until I find a gaggle of fucking polymages that reduce me to a sheepy nothingness. And then I'll be singing a different tune. I like how this guy was just on fire. just vibing. He's like, you know, do anything about that fire, homie? And he was like, nah. I've grown accustomed to it. It's fine. Moisturizing and water, overrated. Being on fire is the way to be. So we're slowly working our way up. Slowly. Emphasis on slowly. Slowly working our way up so we can get back to the pyramid, fight the boss, and then work our way more to the left so we can try again with more of this quandary of the music boxes. Also, I saw something. Caught my eye. This right here. This Triforce of explosive bombs. There we go. This landmine doing motherfucker. Thinks he's so cool. was actually hoping there'd be like something down here. We got to the orb, which was very good, but I was hoping there'd be like other hearts or something down here, like, you know, something to explore for. But this itself is a little bit meager. Also, I got hella poison. Can I rinse? Yeah, I can rinse the poison. Yeah, no hearts or anything other than the one that was at the orb itself. Keep schmoving though. I think we've just about hit the surface. Yeah, here we go. So now we're back at the pyramid. We could explore more if we wanted to, but it's pretty much more of the same. So I'm not expecting any surprises. Let's go back up. And maybe not the lava, if I can help it. Brickwork's a little bit harder to cut through. There's a fizzle mage. Which are not nice. And these have gunpowder? What do you have in you? Nothing, okay. Some of them have some stuff in them. These little arrow traps are annoying. They're usually just that, though. Annoying. The lava next to them is a little bit more dangerous. And of course, lava decided to steal my gold. Rude. Oh yeah, of course, Jeebus. Thank you again for that raid. And feel free to, by the way, Jeebus, if you have any other streams coming up that you're excited for, I'm always down to encourage self-promotion. So if you got anything coming up that you're excited for, you got a stream coming up this week, later on this week or this weekend, or if you got any like special activities, feel free to sound off, because I'm always happy to hear when there's like streamer folks doing cool shit. I like hearing about the cool shit. So this guy, probably wise to run away. I would too, honestly. If I saw a motherfucker with a light show wand like this, I wouldn't want to fuck. Oh, sorry, Scorpion. Wouldn't want to fuck around. Nor would I want to find out. I don't know what those guys do. I think those are not the twitchy mages. I actually can't remember what those guys do. But all the mages in this game are almost universally like a bad thing to fuck with, so won't give it the opportunity. I was actually hoping there'd be wands in here. I don't see any. That's why I've been exploring and, you know, fucking around, because I was thinking, well, there's probably something. I just go fight the boss and be done with it. Up here, nope. To get close. To wait for him to open up. He's mostly melee. To kill his friends. There we go, yes. And he's almost dead. Bleeding a lot of juice. Okay, now he's dead. Oh, I got fucking... The arrow traps did more damage than the actual boss. So surprised the things he summons drops money, because you could just farm that if you wanted to. Got a few nice things. And a wand. Oh, and more health, which is probably the best treasure of all. The wand, I'm not that excited about, honestly. Got a stream coming up on this Friday at noon. Tuesday, Wednesday's variety. Some classics today, my dude. Hell yeah. And of course, yeah, the new Battletoads. Nice. The Wild at Heart. I've never heard of that one, actually. Is that another old school game? And of course, Jeebus, if you have to hop off, I totally get it. It is late. It is. I don't know what time zone you're in, but here in my time zone, it's just a little bit past midnight, so I know it's getting up there. And thank you again for the very generous rate I keep hiccuping. Sorry about that. It's annoying. We play this cool little game. So let's keep going to the left. Much like everything I own. And the boxes to the left. Keep going this way so we can maybe find that last musical box. So we found 3 of them, and we've hopefully, if I did it correctly, I've done the interactions with 2 of them, but the one next to the columns I'm not so sure about. Oh, it's like Pikmin. Nice. It's interesting, actually. The Wild at Heart similar to Pikmin. Could have been an older, like, Sega, like, Genesis game. That's interesting because that's like, you know, Pikmin on the GameCube was a technically impressive game with all the, with managing a little Pikmin. Of course, there was only so many you could have on screen at once, but still, the idea of something like that on Genesis, it's pretty impressive, actually. Oh, and some Gunstar Heroes. Nice. There's another tablet there. Oh, that's a different tablet. Hold on. Yeah, Gunstar Heroes is a classic. Underrated, too. Underrated game. It's kind of a forgotten classic in a lot of ways. Yeah, I don't think that's a tablet. I mean, it is, but it's like a different kind of tablet. There's also something on the other side that we saw from afar. It's a fuck ton of water, but it's not really what I'm looking for. We don't want the greed curse. I mean, some people like it. I am not some people. Not a huge fan myself. So here's the pillars of achievements. So right here is this guy. So it was, unless, well, I think Cold Duck Soup said it was the crystal key, not this thing. So if it would make sense for it to be the musical note, but if it isn't, then we'll come back because we have found the crystal key. Yeah, last time. Oh, okay. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so here's the musical notes then. The other ones. And then, oh, so it's a wand. It's not a very good wand. And of course, I don't have room for any of these things. So I'd have to go back to the Holy Mountain. But I guess the idea is you could construct a musical note wand out of these things. And then, I guess if you play a certain tune at a certain point in the game, something will happen. I don't know what something is. There was some musical notes inscribed on the wall below the pit boss that caught my eye. The question though is, where would you play these notes? What's up, Warbird with a hydrate? Thank you, buddy. So I'll confess, I don't know where you would. So I think we know what song to play. We know how to play the song, but I don't know where. Question of where is the part I'm not sure about. But cool though. I'm gonna leave this for now, but we don't have much. Well, I guess I can grab a few of them. Actually, no, I'll come back later. We'll come back later and offload them all at once. Random spell is often like these can be dangerous. Random spell, random projectile spell. Firecrackers can be fun. Random modifier can be good. Random damage. It's all random, so I don't know. I don't love it, but you can play around with them if you ever so desire. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this back where we found it, but I'll come back for it in a bit. Looking for one more music note thingamajiggy. Now here's this thing, which we need to fight the Forgotten. And I've never seen seen the Forgotten with my own eyeballs, but I know generally where he is. This is the third coup we found today. It's a pretty rare item too. I'm a little bit surprised. Is there another essence eater out here? Does not appear to be. It's a single dude. We have removed his face. It was like a second friend. Must have upwarped in the areas below, which does happen sometimes. That's why you'll sometimes see like random boxes or even wands or treasures, that kind of thing. You'll just see random shit that just pops up here sometimes because there's no place for it. Hmm. We keep going up, there might be more up, but if there is though, I don't know if I want to fuck with it because those sky zones can be pretty brutal. The things that spawn there. Another essence eater, so I don't know what essence. It almost looks like a water, so maybe that's where the water essence goes. The fire essence. Let me think about this. We've seen the fire essence. It's somewhere in the desert, but I can't remember where. I thought you got it by fighting the pyramid boss, but I think it might be somewhere else in the pyramid. We've seen the earth essence. I don't actually know where the water essence is. I think the wind essence is in the sky, I think. Where the sky encounters. Encounter, but I hardly even know her. Whoops, knock that down. So down here is the frosty vault. Which got us pretty good last time. As I killed the bridge. We could probably explore it. I think I want to kind of plot my moves somewhat carefully. As far as what to do next. I don't really know what to do next, honestly. I mean, the next thing... Currently, we're looking for more musical boxes, because I don't know where they are. I'm guessing they're all on the surface. Oh, and here it is. Alright, so, here's the last one. And sure enough, it makes noises. But I think if we're taking what Cold Duck Soup said... If we're to take that literally, it wouldn't be the musical thingy. We would use the key, the crystal key. Because yeah, this didn't do anything. Now I'm curious. We have teleport to the lake. Okay, I thought as much. There's a boss here that we have no hope of fighting right now. However, we did see with our eyeballs the perk that lets us breathe underwater infinitely. What's this? It's like a portal. The Alchemist. So maybe this was his home originally before he built his lair. Locked my research that only those with real understanding can reach it. As long as I resist the temptation. Maybe the form that we saw meant that he had given in to this temptation. Yeah. Well, we got to his ass, so... Couldn't fuck with him then. Couldn't fuck with us then, rather. It's a big old looking portal to a faraway land. What do you guys think? It's 12:15. I probably got an hour or so left in the stream. I'm not gonna fight the lake boss. We really have no means... Oh, dear friend. We really have no means of fighting the Leviathan. We absolutely... Oh, ducky. We absolutely can dig to that steel. Oh, look at that. It's Burning Man. I cannot set it on fire, sadly. We got the unknown waters, dude. It could be a disaster. It could teleport us underwater somewhere. But it's such a faraway land. It's not far. Oh, sheepies. All these nice things. Oh, oh. Are you a friend? It's not a friend. I'll avenge you. I avenge you, sheepies. There's a worm. Yeah, it was a water worm. The worm is clean. Wait, it says I've never killed the pyramid boss? I've killed the pyramid boss before. Granted, it was with mods, but still. It's weird. I'm legit shocked it said I never killed it. I even had the pyramid entry. I have killed... Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta do this. I'm not gonna feel good about this. I'm sorry, Bambi. Don't look at what I'm about to do to your grandfather. I didn't feel good about that, but It's progress, right? Time to sin. And sin we have done. We have committed the sin, alright? Spring the duck with blood. Don't look over here. It's fine. He's just taking a nap. Leave no witnesses. No, it's fine. It's fine. There's the fire essence. Okay. It's weird because I've seen the fire essence before. I didn't realize I'd actually gone this way. Fucking worm blood, dude. Goddamn. So, Leviathan is in these lands, and then for the left is parallel worlds. So, I will confess, my curiosity is getting the better of me. This could be a fucking disaster. Because if it teleports us 1,000 leagues under the sea, we have healing, and we have teleports. We could probably be okay, but it is nerve-wracking. Let's get a full lung full of oxygen, and then dive on in. What? What? Did I do it wrong? This is no faraway land. What? Am I not worthy? I might not be worthy. What a lame ash teleport. Hold the phone. Let's check our sources. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on, Noita map? Render unto me your secrets. So we're out here. Essence of fire. Leviathans. Way down here. So we were looking at this guy. A regular tablet in the cabin. Oh. Oh. Reforge a regular tablet. You can reforge tablets? Alright, well, I want to see what the damned alchemist is. Regular tablet in the cabin. Alright, we've got to try this. My curiosity knows no bounds at this point. Damned alchemists. Damn dirty alchemists. So we saw a tablet not too far away. Needs to be a regular tablet, not the named one we saw in the tree. There was one of the pyramid? I think there was one of the bottom where we were fighting all the EC boys. There's definitely one. Like the one I've been fucking with. I think we left in the mines? Mine? I think in the mines. Or, the caves of the mines. I'll probably grab that pretty quick. Them damned alchemists, man. I wonder if we've already fought the damned alchemist. If that's like, if they're just talking about the alchemist. Again, thank goodness for no fall damage. At this point, you can just kind of like just hold the click button and just go down, and then teleport. Oh, right, and this is not a technically active. Oh, look at that. Holy mountain, because I'd unhacked it up earlier. Well, I haven't been here before. If I have, it's been a minute. Exploding a lot of things, but ultimately, I think it was either here or the ice cave, so I think it was here. There it is. Let's go back. And you know, the mines is a really nifty way where you can also find some pretty nifty extra hearts if you're lucky and know where to look. I don't know where to look, but I have a wand that lets me carve anywhere I want. So I don't have to know shit. I just let my wand do all the knowing for me. Now look at that, it like made the water disappear. There was so much more. Look how much water was on here. And it just kind of like compressed it into nothing. That's absurd. Somehow I keep missing like a few bad guys. Each time I come through here, it's like, oh, feel we missed. All right, so. Oh, sorry, I'm bouncing around because I keep casting multiple teleport bolts and I don't mean to. It's also dark. It's dark and scary. So I got my tablet. I am wary. I'm aware of the damned alchemist. The damned dirty alchemist. I got lots of health and a good killing wand, so I think we'll be alright. Spam TP. Spam toilet paper. That way, in case I shit myself, I'll be prepared. Whoop, not here. Not here. Not here. Later. Yes, later, but not right now. Whoops. So, let's see what do. This guy. Okay, that's what the damned alchemist is. And we've seen some, not all, but some of these before. Oh, and a wand. Wow. Experimental wand. Yeah. It's experimental, right? Green glimmers, giant spitter bolts. Not bad. I'm going to grab as many glimmers as my little hands can carry. Honestly, it's not great. Oh, it's because I was like, I have a hard time seeing it. It's because, yeah, the spitters are kind of obscured by the bonk. By the actual glimmers themselves. Oh, an invisible spell. That'll do it too. Because, yeah, rainbow glimmer's kind of neat. And it reduces cast delay, which is kind of cool too. So we don't really have the slots for it right now. But most importantly, I'm adding things to my progress. We like that. We like the progress. So let's do this. Let's take this back. Such a bummer. I fucked up the Holy Mountain earlier. To go kind of far to be able to modify anything. Because, yeah, to get back to the Hisi base, or the portal just above the Hisi base at least. The teleport, teleport obviously helps, but we can't really conveniently go just dig downwards because we have to go down and then further east. So it's a little clunky. The wand stats are... they're okay, but our current wand is way better. What I'm more interested in is yeah, just getting spells added to our list. Same with this one, the ones down here. I want to add those to our list as well. It's a lot of just kind of... going back and forth to retrieve things. Just drill through the hills. I'm a little bit apprehensive to go too drill crazy because there's a few biomes I would have to cut through. But I could probably handle pretty confidently, and I want to play through. I want to like power through them. But there are things in some of those areas that do make me a little bit nervous. I probably don't need to be nervous. I can probably be a little reckless. I'm scared. I've never had a run where I've been able to be this like free, to just like fuck around and find out, and to fuck around and find out this level of freedom. It's nice, and I'm doing things I've been wanting to do for a while, so it's like, ooh, this is a rare opportunity. Also, I got sludged. So yeah, I have to, oh yeah, there's this guy. I'll go and grab this while we're kind of out and about. We, of course, did use one of the tablets, so there's only 4. And when we placed that one unspoilt tablet, it did kill it off. But there's 3 others. We know exactly where they are. One under the pyramid. One where we fought the alchemist, and I think one in the in that gloomy temple area. So yeah, so really, like, the one thing about Giant Spitter is that it's a more expensive and very damagey version of Spitter Bolt, which is a pretty cool spell. So that's kind of nice. Whoops. Actually, no, that's fine. Here, let's place these down. And I want to go back and grab the others. Let's do this. Oh, also, yeah, these. I don't really see myself using... Okay, how's about this? I'll make sure to use them once, at most. So that way we get them added to our collections in case they aren't already. $45, $15, $95. Yeah, it's random. It's exactly that. So keep that. Yeah, drop these. Boop. Have I done random projectile? Maybe. That one's pretty cool, but it's very slow. Random spell. Any random spell. It could be. This could be Holy Bomb. Okay, it's not. So we've cast these horrible, horrible things. It can't hurt us anymore. Gonna get rid of damage field. Place it with that guy. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Wand refresh is great, but we don't have any need for it right now because we have infinite castings with these guys. So we'll hang on to it, but might not really be necessary. Anything else we'll hang on to for now. And then let's put all these that we picked up. Do this. So now, check our progress, and suddenly we've... Oh, I guess we've gotten all of them. So there's one over here we haven't got, but I think that's all the color, fun little glimmer ones. And secrets found. Wonderful. So, we'll keep like the rainbow one. We'll keep one of them, and if we ever need more glimmer, we got them down here. Glimmer is nice because again, it does that cast delay reduction's nice for free, no mana use. The only thing it really takes up, of course, is a slot, which is kind of a bummer, but it's nice. Drop this wand. It's experimental, but it's okay. It's just okay. And then we of course have the musical note spells. In fact, how's about this? Let's make room for Probably all those things. So we don't need these. We'll pick these up later, but I'm like making room in my inventory so I can grab as much as I can. Right from the get-go. So, lots of goods. And I think I already have... Yeah, I've already carved a space. So Thunder Charge we can... You know, any of these things we could cast for free if we wanted to, but yeah, summon Explosive Box, no thank you. I would need Explosive Immunity to cast that recklessly. So with this, you'll notice it's spawning snow and frost now, which we would also have to dig through. So that is a point of contention, but the nice thing about Frost Charge, or Freeze Charge rather, is that it does let you dig through lava really, really well. In fact, really, that's the only way to dig through lava. And live to tell the tale, because there's no lava immunity in this game. At least, well, there are mods that add it, but no vanilla lava immunity. You can be fire immune all day. You can have the freezing liquid perk, which I guess is kind of lava immunity at the end of the day, but it is limited. Just big upwards. Seems I left these extra teleport bolts when I have one left on my wand, but I guess it's not really necessary. Oh, you know, I could have gone through the ice caves, taking the shortcut there. Oh well, that's okay. It's probably about the same amount of time. Thereabouts. In fact, I might not even have enough space to grab all those things that I want to grab. There was 8 notes. Actually, no, we should be able to grab everything in one fell swoop. Yeah, again, this tablet, I don't think it's really a tablet per se. It is, but it's like a special one. Oh, also, so while we have the key on hand, and test this out on the music box. Yeah, that right there, we didn't have a totem for this boss. It still blows my mind. We didn't have that one. Alright, so he is voiceless. Oh! I hope that was like what it needed. I don't know how to like have it sit there and do its thing. Black Magix, what's up, buddy? Thank you, buddy. Black Magic says meme right now. Were you actually streaming, bud? I knew you were streaming 1 or 2 days ago. Damn it! I want that to stay perfectly still. I say you were playing Transistor a couple days ago. Alright, so I'll assume that since it said the key listens, that it means we're good. Okay, it remembers a song, so we got one of them. So that confirms that we're on the right path to glory. To glory and holes. No, there's no better way to phrase that. Yeah, well, yeah, not just now, but yeah, a little bit earlier. Because I was thinking, yeah, I was like, usually he's a little bit earlier in the evening. Well, thank you, Black Mats. It is appreciated regardless. It's good to see you, bud. Hope you're feeling better, man. I know you had a really bad migraine the other day, which was shitty and awful. Hopefully that is a thing in the past. Also, I did see on the Twitch St. Louis Discord, you're talking about the storm door you had to deal with in preparation for the storms we got. Although here, where I am, it actually wasn't too bad, and I think in most places around here, we were pretty spared. Oh man, I'm sorry. More migraine, man. That's awful. That shit is. There's no nice way to say it. Migraines are just fucking awful. Or Fire Emblem 3 houses because he missed. Oh, really, Warbird? Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes too. Think about hydrate, by the way, bud. That's how that goes sometimes too. It's like, well, there are things that I missed that I wish I could have done differently. What's up, Jen? Good to see you, bud. Hope you were doing well as well. We're playing some Noita tonight. Probably got another... Well, as Black Magic's knows, sometimes I get overly ambitious with my streams, and I think, oh, do just another half hour, and then 3 hours later, I'm still going. But for the time being, there's 2 songs. For the time being, we're planning on wrapping up in a bit. Went to bed at 7, woke up at a... Ah, and it came back. Jesus. Just no fucking break, man. It's like, dude, what did Black Magic do to deserve this? Unjust treatment, man. That's awful. Well, hopefully, eventually, the migraines will, you know, get a hint and be not that anymore. Here, let's do this. I'm drowning. Oh, I'm drowning more. So let's carve a little bubble out for ourselves. Let's only pick up the things we need to pick up, because really, I think we have all these, don't we? We don't need red, so I have yellow, I have orange and green. I think it's yellow and red and rainbow and invisible. I have invisible, we have orange, we have yellow and green. So we don't need any other ones, so we're fine there. Let's roll back up. So instead, I'll grab the ones from music box that we wanted to grab. You did beat Transistor, but then you got... Oh, yeah, it was probably a work thing, right? Getting paged for something. It's like, well, shit, man. No fun allowed when duty calls. I hope in times like that you're either being... I mean, ideally they you know, would respect your time, but I hope in cases like that you're either getting paid overtime or they like give you comp time to make up for having to work off the clock like that, because that shit is probably very frustrating. It's like, man, I want to be able to, you know, enjoy my free time, as limited as it is. That is some unfortunate bullshit. I go back to the tree. And then, I guess while I'm in that neck of the woods, pun slightly intended, we could, yeah, let's grab this. Let's grab all these bad boys. Just assuming I have room, and I think I do. Plenty of room to spare. So we've got that one, and then let's see, there was one before the pyramid, before like the dungeon area, and then one past the pyramid. So let's see if we can get both now that we have the key on our possession. I don't exactly know what it's gonna do, but we'll find out soon. It was down here where all the fishies are not dead, probably. Remembers 3 songs. One more music box where that came from, then we'll be all musiced up. Let's do a quick heal. 445, very good. This one was a little bit farther out. In fact, it was significantly farther out. It was past the skull. The skull right here. It's past the pyramid. Nope. It just didn't fire. Must hit something. I actually prefer the short teleport bolt. Or the long bolts. But so we actually haven't even found the short teleport yet, so this is all we got. So we'll take what we can get. It's just a little bit past here. Looks like it got knocked over, but that's fine. It's like physicsing in weird ways. So it has learned the full... It is just getting devoured by this hand. The key is ready. I don't know what this means. We did the thing. I think it means if we could find the coral chest, or the chest in the sky, then we could use it. This poor thing. Can I free it? Cannot free it from its hand prison. So now, I think we would be advised to offload some of this stuff that we're hanging on to that we don't really need. So we'll resolve that quickly. Quickly as I can get back to it. In the Holy Mountain just before the HC base. This of course would be all 1,000 times easier if I could just find Tinker everywhere, but that is a perk that is sometimes hard to find. It's all based on RNG, obviously, so it's gotta get lucky. Boop, 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 boop. I got teleport happy. Let's see if I dug down here. Actually, yeah, if I dug down this way, I could maybe skip. This is the lava lake. It's just past the lava lake. Okay. And actually, yeah, here's a kind of a good example of what I was saying earlier. You can use this to dig through the lava. I actually don't know what's underneath the lava lake. Let's find out. Maybe there's something cool down here. Don't try this at home. Because lava is very bad. And you can see some of it does kind of still trickle out. But it does a pretty good job of... Well... Okay, never mind. Sure enough, lava actually melts ice. It's the darndest thing. So, yeah, you do have to be a little bit on the careful side. But as long as you have like a thick enough like wall, it's probably fine. It is a little bit nerve-wracking though when you're just realizing that there's like this lava all around you like this. Okay, so I actually... Someone would like lead somewhere. And it very well might. But I don't want to overstay my welcome because, you know, that... Maybe it's not that one. I guess there's a different lava lake, but there's a lava lake in the game where there is something like cool at the bottom of it, but yeah, I don't know which one. It's probably not that one. Ooh, that is a lag fest. Oh, okay. I thought I was seeing arcing like electricity. Scared. Actually, we can cast this for free now because it doesn't use as much mana. So I'm gonna take these with me. I don't anticipate needing them, but we'll still have them. Well, I think there was some Ukos here at one point that I left because I was too afraid to fight them directly, but now we've got power. So if they are still out here, and they might have already been dealt with. On the off chance that they aren't, I figured out it's like, oh, this is the time to fuck with them. But nope, never mind. They're all dead. This area's pretty darn clean. After having murdered all the bad guys. Oh, not here. So this one right here. So. Add these to the pile here. Just kind of throw these over here, just because they're nice. They're nice to have. Yeah, it definitely lags the game, no doubt about it. So we have these. So, again, we've seen an inscription in one of the walls that has some, you know, a staff, a musical staff. and we have notes that we can play with a little musical wand. So we know what song needs to be played, and we know how to play it, but we don't know where to go for it. This is not the song. I just threw all the notes on to one place so it's convenient. But yeah, I have no idea what to do with this knowledge. So throw in there for now, but that's another potential secret. We have a lot of health. We have a lot of health, although in fact, if we pick that up, that would add 10 more. But I'm gonna save that because that's a full heal. But speaking of full heals, we also have infinite healing, because this heals that right there heals us up to about full. It boomerangs, so it comes back towards us. It has piercing, so it's hitting us multiple times. And we have alpha, one of the Greek letters, which copies the first spell in our wand. So we have, even though it says 0, we have infinite healing bolts. So we have infinite healing. 45 health is a lot of health, but you'll note that there's a lot of space here. So the pros, especially if you know like the way to do the heart mage exploit, the pros know how to use certain exploits and tricks to give themselves, without exaggeration, hundreds and thousands of HP. It's pretty absurd. And if you're doing like 36 orb runs with parallel worlds and New Game Plus, you kind of need that much health because shit does get scary. So the scale of this game's numbers turn into stupidity. If you do a full 36-hour run, the final boss gets the final boss gets powered up with every orb you find. I have 4 orbs right now, so they'll be a little bit tough. We'd be able to handle it just fine. But at 36 orbs, the boss's HP and power and like damage that it does not increase in a linear fashion. It is exponential. And without exaggeration, if you were to do a full 36 orb run of this game, the final boss would have trillions with a T HP, and you have to like use a specialized build of a certain kind of wand with very, very specific spells that can actually kill his ass, because otherwise there's not enough time in the universe to kill it. So it's pretty wild seeing what the pros are able to do in this game. And how they're able to make wonderful, horrible things happen. So anyway, we got the notes filled up. I thought there was actually more notes than that, but I guess there's only 5. A, D, D sharp, E, G. A, D, yeah, okay, that's right. Sure enough, do be that way. So it is getting late. Let's at least find the next thing that we want to do. Probably not tonight. We could maybe start it a little bit tonight, but I don't want to overdo it because, you know, work in the morning, blah blah. In fact, I have a speech pathologist appointment tomorrow. My vocal therapy for this thing I got going on my throat. Got that tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I gotta get up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But we can at least begin by like placing ourselves in front of something. We know where the eyeball is, so we can do the Master of Masters, the Forgotten. Except I don't actually know where he is. I think it would be underneath the Lucky Cave. We could do the tower. Speaking of the Lucky Cave, we do have Frozen Shot and Healing. We don't have any saw blades. You know what? I want them. You know, I say that. I guess we could find some saw blades probably for the Lucky Cave. We don't have tentacles. What? Yeah, I don't know. Lucky Cave might be a little scary, but we could try for like the for the Forgotten or the tower. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, buddy. Let's take a look at some things we could do, because the map makes it so much easier to keep this all straight in my head. Whoops, not there. So we are right around here right now. I guess we're right in here specifically. So we could do the hourglass. We don't really have any teleportation, but we could get some. Ooh, there's the anvil. Yeah, I could just explore the Hisi base next. That'd be the next big thing. That would be worth doing at some point. We could explore. Actually, this leads to the Forgotten. Yeah. Maybe that's what we could do. Maybe we could explore the. Oh, they're not connected. Okay, I thought these were the same thing. All right, so the Lucky Cave would bring you here, which would then lead into here. Okay, so I guess you could do. Wow, this is a big fucking dungeon. Good lord. I would say, yeah, we should do the frozen or the ice vault, frozen vault, ice vault. I think that'd be good. And then there's the end of everything. And then we could eventually power through this area. The map does some fucky things out here, doesn't it? It's a weird world gen. That's so strange. But yeah, at some point I do want to check out the tower. And the tower... Okay, so yeah, we got to it through the Lookie Cave. But you're supposed to get to it through the temple. There's also the Gate Guardian. I've never fought the door boss, the Gate Guardian boss. This leads to the power... the generator. Whatever it's called, the power plant. Yeah, I think that's what this is. There's the Master of Masters too. That boss scares me. I don't know if I would have the skill set and or the wand sets to deal with the Master of Masters, but at some point it'd be cool to fuck around with. Let's say, oh, funky bullet, not fucky bullet. Yeah, the tower I think would be pretty cool though. Work removal altar. Yeah, this is the fungal. Yeah, this is what I saw earlier. The fungal altar. Scales. Yeah, I saw something that was like pointing down. I thought there was like something here. Trying to like, I accidentally select everything just now. Yeah, then there's the stuff in the sky, or I guess this is hell. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is technically hell. As the world, it does loop. Ooh. A lot of options, man. It's kind of overwhelming. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is really where the real action is when it comes to hell. But it just goes indefinitely. You can go so many like layers deep into hell, and eventually the game just kind of starts bugging out. The game won't stop you from just descending and descending, but the game will like start to like not work properly. Like things will start despawning. It's because like the engine starts to kind of break down after a certain point. That's where Essence of Water is. Dark chest. No idea what that's all about. Like even with this map, there's still like so much unknown things. Gold biome. Oh, there's the power plant. Oh. The power plant was over there. Okay, so this is the power plant. It's a very small biome then. Extends downward forever. Okay. And of course, parallel worlds. Whew. Well, you know, we could... The thing about the fighting the Leviathan, we could do that next time if we wanted to, but the one downside with fighting the Leviathan is that it removes all the water in the game after you kill him. And I don't know if I want that yet. We would probably be fine, but it's like, oh, I kind of like having water. My body appreciates having water. So, how's about this? I kind of want to get more orbs. I think that makes the game interesting. So I think what we'll do next time is we'll go through the Hisi base. And then we'll go through the jungle. And then as we're going through the jungle, we'll go ahead and fuck up the Lookie Cave. We have awesome vision. The one thing we don't have are saw blades. And I'm a little bit hesitant to go ham on saw blades for reasons that are evident if you've ever watched me play with saw blades in the past. But this run is different because we've got good offense, good defense. We got everything. We got good mobility. So, if I wanted some ways to fight the Lookies from a distance, saw blades are a good way to do it. But really, we have freeze charge, so that would let us, shoot them and then go in for a clutch melee. Does anybody know if rocks would work? Because that actually is not a bad idea. We could do this. Oh, right, I can't do this here. I gotta go down one level. But if we can get some cool-ass rocks... I'll bring this with me, too. We have reduced recharge back in the base. Right, we have this. Let's grab this and bring it with me. Now with me. These are things we could fuck around with. We could fuck around and find out. Yeah, we left all the fun things back in the other base. Lightning bolt, teleport bolt, lightning bolt, triplicate bolt. Drupal scan energy. Alright, so. Oh, I need to take that egg with me too. I think that egg is actually going to come in handy. Or the door boss, the gate boss. Nice egg in these trying times. Actually, one large explosive box. Oh, okay, I guess that was only one. Hey, what's up, Ross? It's good to see you, bud. And yeah, I've been. I feel like we're in rare form. I'm feeling really good about this run. We've got like everything we could dream of so far. There's a few things that would be nice to have, and there's many perks I would like to strive for, but otherwise, though, we're doing pretty well. We have a lot of health. We would be able to tank most scary things. You know, a propane shot to the face. Those propane canisters, we could take one of those. Would still hurt a lot. We would survive. Dynamite box is 800 damage. Okay, so we couldn't take one of those. So I'm still scared of sentient wands for obvious reasons. So let's keep this. That over there. Put these over here as well. Of course, we only have a shuffle wand here, so that wouldn't do us a whole lot of good. But yeah, I wonder, for find the Lukis, I wonder if we could do, I think, Gamma. Oh, actually, yeah, if we're doing Gamma, then we wouldn't really want to do multiple. At least we just want to do the one. That's the copy the last one, last spell on your wand. Trying to think how this would work. I like the idea of weaponized rocks, but I don't know if I'm overthinking it. We can make them go fast. Fast rocks. With damage field. And rainbow glitter. Kinda doesn't work amazingly. Okay, so that's not it. Oh, because I didn't put the thing on. Whoops. Look how fast it is. So fast. All right, so we would have infinite rocks if we wanted them. We could like launch it that way. Oh, but it's a shuffle wand. Right. It's a shuffle wand. We need a non-shuffle, but that's fine. We can find more of those. So yeah, maybe we would do something like that. For the Luki cave. So we could do something like that then. And I think that's what we'll call it for now, though. So next time, yeah, next time I think what we'll do is we'll go through the Lucky Cave, grab the orb there, and then we'll go through either the Frost Dungeon or kind of burrow down to the tower. The Frost Dungeon would eventually lead us to the Forgotten. We know where the eye is, so we can grab that. And then fight the Forgotten. I think eventually we're going to try for Master of Masters, but again, that guy scares me because he has polymorph, he has bullshit shields, he has some really nasty tricks up his sleeve, and I fear if we go there too early and too green, we'll regret it and lose this incredible run. But fortune favors the bold, and if there was ever a time to try to fight that fucker, this is it. But yeah, so we'll fuck around with that next time. We'll fuck around and find out next time. So thank you all for being here, friends. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make it still fast, though. We'll still make it fast. So fast. But again, it's because it's a shuffle one, it's not always picking it up. If we could put this on a non-shuffle one, then it'd be good. Let's find ourselves a raid target, friends. We had a lot of nice folks stop in today. I think some folks in the Noita directory, I think, stopped in, which was really nice. Some very knowledgeable people as well, helping us with making great progress. Fighting some bosses we'd never fought before and understand some wand spells. I'm surprised I actually never used Boomerang. I've seen it, but I guess I've never used it before. But yeah, lots of cool progress. Our first time getting Alpha, which is incredible. Awesome. Really, really fun stuff. And more available tomorrow. We'll be picking it back up tomorrow. If there's any changes to the schedule, of course, I'll post about it in the Discord server. I have a weekly stream schedule channel that has all schedule updates if there ever are any schedule updates. But my next planned stream will be tomorrow, starting at around 8:30 or so Central Time. And we'll play more Noita. We'll keep the run going. And like I said, this is my best run ever. I hope we can keep it going and not die through any disasters. But so far we're doing great, and I'm feeling strangely, I don't know if I should say confident, but comfortable, strangely comfortable with this run. So we'll continue with this as well as we can. Fight more bosses, explore more areas, get more orbs, do as much as we can, baby. That's what we're all about. Probably some, if we could find a black hole, not even a black hole one, just a single black hole spell, we can do parallel worlds, which I've never done before, and that'd be so fucking cool. That being said, we're gonna find ourselves a happy little raid target, and let's see whomst is live right now. There are several people that are live right now. Sophie's live, always a solid raid target. She's always great. We raided her quite a bit. Pringus is live. I don't know if I think I've ever actually caught Pringus. Pringus McDingus, in addition to having a wonderful screen name, is a very cool artist. That's how I discovered him. I discovered him specifically through his, I think on Twitter, is how I found this lad and his art. He's currently playing some Kirby. He's playing some Kirby in the Forgotten Land. And I've watched him a little bit, but I've never got to raid him before. He sometimes streams in some different time zones. In fact, let me make sure that he's not about to hop off, because I'd be a little bit embarrassed. But I think he's going to be at it for a bit. Yeah, no, I think he should be good. I'm going to unmute his channel real quick.
Normally, I'll leave that to either.
Yeah, he has a very cool setup on his stream, by the way, because he's an artist. He's a comic artist, and he has a very cool style. It's not like a VTube setup, but it's similar in that it's like an animated version of himself playing the game. You'll see in a second, but it's really cool. He's a nice guy. So I'll see you guys over there. Real quick before I forget, the other thing is the bingo card. Let's see how we did tonight. If we're close to getting a bingo, let's see how we did before we hop off. So, Alex is live. No game crashes. I started late for sure. I did receive 3 raids. That is true. No Tinker everywhere. No glue projectiles. No enemy deaths that we saw. No saw blades, although I'm looking for saw blades now. I did drop a digging wand temporarily. Very temporarily, but we picked it back up. I haven't repaired anything yet. There were no TED Talks today. I have 0 immunity perks, no dragon eggs today. I've not gotten past EC base technically. No bathroom breaks. No EC healers. No healers at all. I have a lot of health. I think this one happened. No deaths today. No carts. No polymorph. No watt experimenter. No stomach content, and no Steve kills with statues. We killed the Steve with projectiles, but no statues today. So there we go. There we go. So we got close. We got close to a bing, but yeah, one experimenter. I would honestly, if I could find it, I would love it. Although we don't need one experimenter because we have a really dope healing wand, and that healing wand is arguably even more helpful than our like damage dealing wand. That thing has been a godsend. So grateful for that thing. So no bingos today. We'd add some points. Yeah, maybe we could like add points to the counter with a successful bingo or something. That may be kind of cool as an incentive, and a free nut if we get that. So that's something to strive for. All right, so now we are truly done for the night. Thank you all for being here.